Hello, hello, hello. I know I didn't give anybody any notice, but I'm big mad, and so I'm going to amuse myself. And if people want to come over here and join me, they are welcome. And if you're bored and you would like to come up and join in the fuckery, please come join me. Let's go. Y'all are welcome. I'm cranky and big mad. It's all good. 'Tis all good, my cranky big mad ass. No.
Doctor's office. She was given nitro. They got her heart attack semi under control, but then other emergency.
Hey guys. Hi.
Why, howdy, howdy. How are you doing?
Yeah, sorry, I had to tell High's priestess to go fuck herself. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
You pimping your stuff? No, I'm just answering a question, dipshit. I don't give a fuck.
I told her that too. I tagged her and said she's answering the question I asked her in chat. That's why she put text at the end of the damn
Right.
statement.
Yeah, no. Hey. Hi, Greg. Hi, Sandy. No, Loki's not okay. Loki's big mad.
What's
Loki's
up,
big mad.
CCW, brother?
Papa and Scotto. Yeah, no, Sandy, Loki's not okay.
Greg.
So, here's the funny thing. For the people that, hey, Mr. Fox, the people that came over here because they were like, oh, Loki finally opened her mouth. Hey, Tim. And, outed all the bullshit Wrangler has pulled. And then was like, hey, what happened to your stream? So, funny story. Remember last night when I posted like the pictures of my actual veteran friend who committed suicide and
Yes.
just shoot himself in the shin because he's a bitch. I had his name on his tombstone and I didn't censor that because I thought people were fucking adults, right?
Oh God.
I thought people were fucking adults. No, they weren't. They went and spam. The little bitches went and spammed his memorial and his family. Yeah, a whole bunch of people. Thanks to Wrangler and his little bitches and Ron and his lovely emails and all of the bullshit that they all put up before the thing that I sent you the screenshot of. Because we all had to go talk shit because Loki called us out finally. Because Loki was like, "Fuck you, I'm done being quiet." So I had to take it down so I can censor a dead Marine's tombstone and headstone at Arlington because we took that from yesterday and we decided we were going to be real big adults. Like, look, I don't care if you support me. I don't care if you support me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't. But don't on the day of someone's birthday post shit on their memorial and try to turn this into YouTube beef. Like let's not do that, okay? And I'm sure Ron or people are listening. Ron, go fuck yourself. I tried to be nice and sent you a nice email and told you to fucking settle the fuck down and go smoke some weed or something, but I don't know what to tell you. Fuck off, all y'all. Yeah, Kimmy, you big mad that I finally spoke out about all that shit. You big mad about it. You're just big mad that I had actual vets on. All of them were actual vets, unlike the person you married. And Scott, all people have the emails and the messages that you sent me that show that you've never seen his DD-214. You didn't even know what it was until I told you what it was. So, and you'd never seen a single piece of paperwork proving he was an actual veteran. You were just going off of what he told you. All the text messages, they all have them. Yeah.
Oh, the best part the best part was when I shared this with you when I was told him, I was like, I want to ask you some questions. This is before I blocked him finally. on Discord, and I got an answer back. The answer back was, "Yeah, no, I understand, but I get paranoid about stuff." Yeah, you're paranoid because you're a fucking liar, bro.
No, you're paranoid not just because you're a fucking liar, but because you're the one who's threatening to take any information you get and use it to blackmail people. You're the one. And yeah, I tried to protect my kid and stayed out of that long enough. But you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. And if you come out after her, that's going to be, hey, Richard, that's going to be the last thing you ever fucking do. You're not going to have to worry about Ron and people being like, oh my God, Navy Tech said he's going to fight you. And you're in Oklahoma, not Texas. You're not going to have to worry about that. Like, I really don't care. I'll fly across the country.
Yeah.
I don't. I just don't care.
Nah, I get you. Hey, Richard, Chitore.
How you doing, Richard? How you doing? How are we doing? How's everybody doing? But yeah, so that video will all go back up once I censor out, Griff's memorial page, so we can't go harass it.
That's so fucking pathetically sad and just evil. I'm sorry, it's evil.
If I was closer, I'd just go fucking knock people's heads together. But like, it's okay. It's cool. You know what, Tex? I actually, I figured I'd run this by you. I mean, because people say, I don't actually know about guns. Shh. Right. Okay. Whatever. Dumb fucks. Okay. Like, it's cool. Yeah. So, Mr. Fox. So here's like a funny thing. Hey, Raven Darkstar. So like, here's this funny thing, Mr. Fox. There are a few people that have like little pieces. Hey, Muffin Rindo, love you. How are you? Yeah, that's mad disrespect. And
yes,
you don't disrespect an actual veteran who took his life. You don't.
No.
You don't. That's what we're not going to do, okay? Because, I would say, like, what we're not going to do? What we're not going to do is this. Because if you like to always repeatedly tell everybody, oh, I'm not going to pick a fight with her, so I knit from another zip code. Well, yeah, I can. I'm not going to take that approach. I personally would prefer to end things face to face.
Yeah.
You like to say that all these auditors and people are so scared of women, they won't confront a woman. Okay, confront me. Come on. I'm waiting. Please tell everybody how you're scared of the 6 foot tall, 135 pound Maxim model. Please, I'm waiting.
He's not scared. He's scared.
Please tell me. Please tell me how I'm scary. Because I mean, we all know that you're 5'8" and 165 pounds according to your booking documents. Just saying. Hey Ben, how are you doing, love?
Ben, he hasn't been around for a minute.
No, yeah. Okay, wait. You got home from the Sun's Memorial. I'm glad you're getting back into life, and I'm glad. I'm glad, my love, and you have all of our love and support, Ben. You do all of it. See, Alan, that would be Ron and Wrangler and the group that after last night decided that they were going to harass or have their little monkeys, even though they call you guys my flying monkeys, go harass Griff's memorial page. Because that was fun. Or call me names and post all this fun stuff and like have this big argument right before Wrangler's live. Yeah. Like, dude, okay, come fight me. Like please. Because I can tell you right now, the last fist fight I got into with somebody that I was taking into custody, we had an altercation because, they generally, yeah, Mr. Fox, like, I'm sure you can agree on this. Like, they generally don't like to go easily. And for some reason, like, oh, no. Raven, he done pissed me off long more than just last night. Hold on. I'll get there in a minute. So the last dude I took into custody, he went to jail in pink handcuffs because I have pink asp tactical barred cuffs, okay?
Why does that not surprise me at all?
They came out with them a couple years ago for breast cancer awareness.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Actually.
Yeah. So ASP makes them, and they're the hinged barred cuffs. They came out with them for breast cancer awareness, and of course, everybody bought me like a pair because they thought it was funny. So then I just started carrying them, and it became this running joke. And like everybody in the hood knows, like if you're sitting in the holding tank before they switch you out to to county cuffs and you're in pink cuffs, you got cuffed by the girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Richard, I'm so sorry about that, bro. That is fucking. They are just despicably horrible people.
Yeah, Richard. Don't worry. I'm gonna handle all of this. Okay. Don't worry. Don't you worry, baby. I got this. But for some reason, like the last time, this dude. Yeah, pink hinged. Oh, you have a pair of hinged pink cuffs, Tim. Are they the Asp Tacticals? But no.
Hey,
So
say the tatas. That's all I gotta say, right?
pretty much no. Like so, my guy had them. I had them cuffed behind him, and what people don't understand is when people feel the need to go like limp before holding your cuffs. Like, please go limp and drop because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the cuffs and it's going to dislocate both of your shoulders out the front.
Yeah.
They're barred
Yeah.
cuffs. It'll pop both shoulders. So it happened. And then, he bitched out and he had all these lovely things he told me he was going to do to me. And I'm like, you're the one in handcuffs with two dislocated shoulders. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm not saying I'm a bad, like, here's the thing. Like, bruh, I'm not saying I'm a badass. I'm not. Like, Navy techs could kick my ass, I'm sure. Like, just size-wise. Whatever. That's cool. What I'm going to say, though, like, I'm not a badass. But if you're going to look at an entire SWAT team, okay, and there's one girl who's like 100 pounds lighter than the next smallest person, maybe don't think I'm the easy way out.
Yeah.
Because
that assumption is wrong.
I have to maintain the same physical standard, right?
Yeah.
I have to maintain the same physical standard. I have to be able to drag the guys out. I have to be able to hold my own with the guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, oops. I can probably hold my own. Yeah, Sandy, make sure they're fuzzy and you can. I actually have a funny story about handcuffs and recreational uses I have to tell after this, but.
Always hide a key somewhere you know where it's at.
Oh, no, it's worse than that. Like, you'll die. But hold on. But, so my dude went to. He went to county, and then he decided he was going to have us all charged with assault. Right? Like, okay, cool. And county attorney was like, hey, you need to show up. There's a hearing. Okay, whatever, cool. Like, not my first hearing. Not gonna be my last. So the thing is, I showed up in a dress. I have to dress appropriately. And I don't always wear a suit. Like I have skirt suits. I have like, business looking dresses kind of thing. So I showed up in, a professional looking dress and heels. And I walked myself up and sat down on the stand. And they went to go, they questioned me and they were like, hey, so he said the officers assaulted him brutally. Can you tell us what, And I was like, yeah, sure, I can tell you exactly what happened. I was like, oh, great. And I was like, okay, hold on, wait, I gotta do the Loki voice. And wait, hold on, I know you're here. Raven, put your fingers in your ears. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You're right. I had him handcuffed with the barred cuffs behind his back. And then, he went limp, and I thought he was losing consciousness, and he couldn't protect himself, and I didn't want him to hit his head on the ground, so I grabbed the barred cuffs. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. There was a whole bunch of people that just stared at him. The DA giggled. The officers giggled. Everyone stared at him some more. We got caught up. There was a bench conference, and I believe his attorney walked over to him, and the exact words that we heard was, "You really want to go back to jail after having to admit that the girl beat you up." That one. The one that everybody can see. You're going to go to jail and say, she beat you up.
Oh, I haven't heard the radio prawn voice, Loki.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll do it in a minute. But yeah. Oops. Yeah. Let me just say they dropped those charges real fast. He, in fact, decided that going to jail and having to admit that the girl beat him up was probably not his best move.
I'm suspecting he probably got,
facing some redneck dad, that he was going to be facing some decent incarceration, and he didn't want to admit that one. So, hey, I mean, if you want to admit a girl beat you up, go for it. But I mean, I'm not scary. I'm little. We've all admitted that. I'm a small human. But no, like face to face. Like, come on, go for it. I don't care. Don't harass an actual veteran or his family who died. Okay, that's like not cool. It's just not cool. No,
Tim, that
Tim,
wasn't
that is
the.
Tim.
That's
That's
not the
not the.
porn voice.
Hold
That's like
on.
the weeb voice.
No, no. The voice they're referring to is the fact that anytime I have to call on a radio, I go county, a county, and then I always get the go ahead TAC 52. County TAC 52 will be en route to the location for staging. You can go ahead and call TAC 52 on secure channel number 3. Usual call sign will be in use. Thank you, County. And then I get told,
He also followed up with, and what are you wearing right now?
no, I don't. But I always said that the usual call sign will be in use because my county call sign on the tactical channel is Loki.
Nice,
Lady,
nicely done.
Loki or Lady Loki. Yeah, that's my SWAT call sign. Lady Loki. I get it all the time. It's great. They're always like, you sound like a phone sex operator on the radio. I'm like, I know. It's okay. It gets the entire county and everybody to like stop what they're doing, and I get answered before everybody else that's calling into a scene. That's hilarious. I do it, and it makes people uncomfortable. I love listening to like new dispatchers. They're like,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
no, like they started. They're like, TAC 52. You're going to be on secure channel 3 under your call sign, correct? Yes, I am.
Pay for this for later.
I'll be over here. Or you're like, County TAC 52 will be at my point conducting surveillance. I'll be on my secure channel if you go ahead and need me. I'm in position, boys. And then everybody just like giggling and the stupid starts.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm always like, what now? And they're just like, yeah, but no. So yeah, like Daredevil type.
There's a cat in a tree. How did you get 37 police officers as backup? Oh, I know now. Yeah, I get it.
Sorry, dispatcher. Love you, County.
He's being loud. I yelled at for being loud. By my own dispatcher. My own dispatcher just yelled at me. No.
That is hilarious. Tell him I said hi.
Oh, he went back to bed. Yeah, no, Mr. Fox, it's like my standard. I'm like, are you're gonna tell everybody I beat you up, then you're scared of me. Look. No. Like, don't bother. But yeah. And so the handcuffs thing that I was joking about, Mr. Fox, everyone's gonna love this one. Tim, you'll like this one. We got called for a female who was yelling, help me, oh God, save me, and interesting things. But apparently she'd been doing it for like 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Right.
You got a set of pops.
Well, the neighbors finally called, and we got there, and we're like, well, when did it start? I guess the police got there before me, and they were like, hey, when did it start? No, it's like 6 hours ago. Okay. And she's like, well, I thought they were having fun for the longest time, but then it didn't stop, so I decided to call. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you must be loud, but your neighbors are just like totally, totally
I thought
unfazed.
it was Thursday night. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We get there. They wait for me, and I'm like, why are you waiting for me to force entry? And they were like, because we want a girl. We're not going in. No. No. Because this was before like everybody wore body cams.
Yeah,
And
just
I
in
was
case
like-
they want to be safe. Yeah.
I was like, okay. Why not? Whatever. We go in, and my girl, I mean, hey, you do you, boo. She is like handcuffed to all 4 corners of the bed with straight up police cuffs.
Oh, wow.
Like actual cuffs that need a key. No, Tim, the unresponsive guy in the pool of blood on the floor did it.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Yet they had
That's real
hardwood.
bad.
They had hardwood floors, and
Did he lube up?
Well, no, they had hardwood floors, and he was, I don't know if he was wearing, I don't know if he was wearing socks or what, but he like walked in and slipped, fell, and cracked his head off the corner of the dresser and hit the ground, like hit the floor, and knocked himself out and cracked his head. And had a head bleed and died. Because she couldn't free herself, and none of the neighbors thought she actually needed help for several hours, and by the time somebody actually showed up,
A little bit late.
yeah, we really couldn't do anything at that point. So yeah,
Rigor mortis is a bitch. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that quick.
yeah,
but
there was no rigor yet, but it was dead. Yeah, Papa,
that,
please
that
do.
sucks.
Papa, I love you, but please do, yeah. Tim's like,
Yeah.
Tim's like, I collect cuffs and shackles. Yes, but that's why I tell
Hey,
everybody. And here was the worst part.
CCW. I want to get a van. I want to get a school bus. I want to outfit it just in case your neighbors get loud one day.
Woohoo!
Right?
Yeah, no, but see, like, Tim, here's the thing. I always tell everybody, like, you at least need like cuff keys or something, or a safety plan. Like,
Yeah,
if you
safety
need,
plans are good.
right, but you shouldn't just need a safety word. If you need like a physical safety plan, like there's we might need to talk. Oh, thank you, Ben. Ben, thank you so much. Hey, Erica. Ben, thank you. Ben, yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to tell everyone more. Yeah, I didn't have the heart to like, because I felt bad for this girl, but I didn't have the heart to be like, maybe if that's what you've been yelling, and like yelling that enough that nobody thought there was a problem,
Yeah.
maybe we need to work on something. I don't know what, but
Like
please
a
work
panic
on.
button that connects to the
I don't know,
911
something,
or something. Yeah.
some way out. I don't know. But the worst part was they wouldn't undo the cuffs with keys because it has to be investigated.
Oh.
Because technically you have a death.
Yeah, it's a harm. It's a
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So it has to be
Unknown cause. Yeah, until they officially rule on it.
right.
Yeah.
So because they don't want to mess with like the key or the locks or anything, we had to just grab a pair of bolt cutters and cut the chains. I felt so bad for this girl.
Oh no.
Hmm.
That's fucking traumatic. That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah. It was like the running joke for the longest time. Everyone was like, okay, well, before you go home for the week, everybody make sure that like your plan for the weekend fun does not.
We're going to do a safety stand down on the proper use and maintenance of safe words and handcuffs. So
I'm sorry. I was told anytime that Jay had to do for the Marine Corps, I was like, if you're the reason for a safety stand down, there's a problem.
yeah, no, 100%. And the funny thing is, in the Navy, you knew that if someone you had never seen got up on stage in front of the entire command and had to give a safety brief, it's because it was about them.
Yeah, I no. So Tim, it wasn't a respect to cover her issue. That's why they had called me. So I went in. We got the bolt cut. You know, I covered her up a little bit. We got bolt cutters. They cut it, and we kind of, you know. I handled the majority of it. All the guys kind of stayed outside, other than, you know, I needed
Well, yeah, because they
assistance
didn't
with
want there to
bolt
be
cutters.
any what they call it, any whiff of impropriety.
Yeah, I mean, they had called me before they even went in. I will see. I will check it after, Jerry. Unfortunately, I had my hands full with messages because fucktards thought trolling a dead Marine's family over internet beef was appropriate today. So I had my hands full for a while.
I can't even with that shit. I can't fucking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ben, you know, I gotta say,
Not happy,
unfortunately,
right?
yeah, but unfortunately, I've had like 10 or 15 patients that way. It was always really awkward. Although I gotta say, the most awkward was like the 80-year-old dude that died because of sex. That was real awkward. Oh, that was real awkward. We got there, he was saying he was having chest pain. We got him onto the ambulance. I was like a new medic too. I was a real new medic. And I put him on monitor and he was having a heart attack. And I was like, hey, is your med list accurate? Like, have you taken anything else that's not on here? Because the thing is, PDE5 inhibitors, which are what Cialis, Levitra, all of
Yeah.
like the ED drugs, are all something called a PDE5 inhibitor. And
Right.
if you give nitroglycerin after a PDE5 inhibitor, it'll bottom out your blood pressure. And there's jack shit we can do, pretty much.
Right. And that's why they always ask, have you
Right.
taken? Yeah.
But the thing is, this like old dude was too embarrassed to tell me he had taken it.
Oh shit.
And so like, here's the email coming. I'm like, everything on your med list, yeah. You didn't take anything else. No. Like, what was going on? And anytime I'd be like, what was going on, like when this happened, like he would like his heart rate would go up, he'd get real upset, and I'm like, well, maybe he and his wife had a fight, not thinking anything. He fucking nature coded. Get to the hospital, and his wife, like, we're outside, out back, cleaning out the rig. And his wife comes up to me, she's like, oh dearie, I just want to let you know what we were doing when the chest pain started. I think he was probably too embarrassed to tell you. And I was like, motherfucker. Well, now he's dead, thanks.
Well, I mean, that reverse cowgirl will get you every time.
From the hay. I don't know. Were you here for the washcloth story?
No, I don't think it was. I think I probably remember something with a washcloth.
When I was a new medic, I was a real new medic. We got called, right? So like we got called, and I'm like, okay, what's up? And this, Richard, that's very sweet, love. You don't have to, but thank you very much, sweet. That is very sweet, Richard. You don't have to. I love just having you here and back in my community.
Yeah, amen to that.
But no, so like this lady had a dislocated hip and a broken hip, and she's laying. This is the worst. She's laying on a mattress in the middle of the living room, and I'm like, the fuck. She's like 80. The fuck. And I look at him, and dude, my guy is buck ass naked with a boner, and he's like 80. And everyone else is giggling. And I was like, what happened? And he's like, what? I'm like, no. I know what you were doing. Like, I just want to know how we ended up in this position over here, okay? And he's like, well, we decided to spice up the love life. So we decided to move our mattress into the living room.
What had happened was we checked
And
out
she
a
fell.
copy of the Kama Sutra from the local library.
Wait. And she fell.
Oh.
And broke her hip. Hey, News Now enemy. And I was like, okay. Great. And I'm like, well, you can go cover yourself up. Let me get an IV, give her some pain meds, and we're gonna, get this going. And I'm not even joking, Tex. This was the absolute worst day of my medical life at that point. Because he was standing right behind me, and all I could see, like, in my peripheral vision was his dick. And I was like, I told you, I need you to go cover up. This asshole.
A towel or a washcloth or
he hung a
something.
washcloth off it.
Yeah.
He literally hung a washcloth on it and just stood there. And I was like, somebody move him for the love of fuck.
Oh my God. It's not a flag, bro.
Yeah, he just hung a washcloth on it. He just stood there. I'm like, that is not what I meant.
Like, put clothes on.
Something.
My dude.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, this couple was awful. Was literally like awful. Because they got busted about 6 months later doing it out on their balcony.
Well,
in like the middle of the day.
You got to give them credit, though. I mean, they're keeping the spark alive later on in life. And so,
we're going to stop giving Viagra to retirement communities. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're going to crush it up and sniff it like Coke, man. I'm telling you.
Like, can we not? Like, if there's black market Viagra in your retirement community, the medics hate you.
Well, okay, so in Loki, you fucking deal with medical shit, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. The largest group of people with venereal diseases are fucking old folks' homes.
Yes, they are.
Because they got nothing left to lose.
Yeah, pretty much. And they don't care. Nobody's worried about getting pregnant.
No, they're not worried about getting pregnant. They're not worried like, oh, what, syphilis is going to rot your brain? I got dementia. I don't care.
Pretty much. I mean, like, that's not even the worst. I mean, and wait, hold on. Who said something? I think it was Ben. Someone said something about braces. Where is this? Oh, Raven. I wish I could remember what episode it was. Because there were a couple. Yeah, no. So Raven, I would gladly take that any day. Gladly. So go Westchester University in Pennsylvania. Anybody that had to deal with Medic 91. So unfortunately, we are called for a couple that was stuck together.
Ben, Jesus.
I
That's
love
good.
Ben. Stuck together.
Damn.
Mhm. He had something that's called a Jacob's ladder piercing.
Yep, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, well, he didn't have like nifty barbells. He had like the little pointy-ended, spiky ones.
Yep.
Now
you do.
here's my problem, okay? And Boom makes fun of me all the time for this statement. And I'm like, I don't know who was like, oh yeah, you can stick that. No. If I
No.
see that kind of no, you're not putting that anywhere. No. All of
I
them
don't
no.
understand. Well, first off, what I don't get first off is that, it's one thing to have a Prince Albert that I would never have because sorry. And it's another thing to sit there and say, you know what, Prince Albert's just not enough. Let's do multiple bars, right?
Right.
Let's make it as if my erection was a step ladder for
Yep.
like small people to climb up my body, right? And
Right. Yeah, no.
no, I'm good. I'm so good.
But it's not even that. I'm sorry. As a female, I'm like, you're not sticking that anywhere. If I see all those,
What are you,
no,
a fucking cat? Holy crap!
like as if I'm like, no, you are not sticking that. No, but okay, great. Apparently
I
that
can't
she didn't.
imagine. Like I mean,
Just I'm not even. I'm sorry. Like if you think that piercing's bad enough, like no, she
No.
should have looked at that and been like, fuck no, you're not sticking that anywhere.
all right. I
So
mean,
I
you
was,
can't even you can't grip her. I don't understand. Oh yeah.
no.
No.
So, but that's fine. I was like, yeah, see, Ben, like I know plenty of people like that, but the Jacob's ladder with the pointy barbells, they were stuck together, and she was partially unconscious, and so I just took them
Yeah,
to
I
the
can
hospital
imagine.
connected.
Yeah.
They got them undone, and she went to surgery because it had ripped holes internally, and there was internal bleeding.
I'm sorry, but like, yeah.
But
if
here's
you-
the
if you
problem.
jab
Wait,
sharp metal in-
Navy Tex, that's not the best. That's not the problem. That's not the
Oh,
problem.
Jesus.
The problem was the fact that he had never met her dad, and he got to meet her dad in the waiting room while she was in surgery,
Oh.
and he had to tell her dad why she was in surgery. Imagine that's how you meet your girlfriend's dad.
Oh, I bet there was some barbell ripping that night.
I don't know. I just giggled. I'm sorry if you're some dude. Like I just can't imagine like meeting your girlfriend's dad that way.
I can't imagine a girl looking at that being like, God damn, I just want to climb on top of it. Give it to me.
I don't know. Again, I don't know, but I was just like, I'm gonna need you to you have fun explaining that to the dad. Why his kid's unconscious and in emergency surgery.
Because you decided to RoboCop your pecker.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, those are always like the best. Like I can't tell you how many times I sit there and laugh at people.
Yeah.
I'd always get the sex calls. Always.
I wonder why. Porn voice.
No, because they never wanted to deal with me. We had a dude here that smoked Viagra-laced crack.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he smoked Viagra-laced crack.
I thought crack already. Okay, never mind.
Wait, you'll like this. So I got called for a priapism, which, for anybody that's not medical, if it lasts longer than 4 hours, you're gonna have to call us.
Go see a doctor. Yeah, it's on all the commercials.
Right. That would be because after 4 hours, the blood clots in place, and then it's going to turn black and die.
Yeah.
It becomes necrotic. It's not cool. So
It literally rots off. It's fucking. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I had gotten there, and this dude looks at me, and he goes, "You need to call someone else." No, get in the ambulance.
She's not gonna help this.
He's like, you need to call someone else.
Oh shit.
Sir, I'm the only paramedic. Okay.
I'm sorry. She's giving me a hard time over here. Can we get someone else?
I'm the only medic. The only one, sir. So if you'd like to go to the hospital, I'm going to need you to get into the ambulance.
And she said, you say it just like that. He's like, fuck.
Yeah. He's like, you're not helping, and all the cops were like giggling.
Yeah,
they were like,
I
we
would
told.
giggle. Fuck, I would giggle. I'd probably point and laugh and get fired.
Oh no, people did. Don't worry. Because here was the thing that nobody warned me. This was not his first time.
Ah,
So I called and I was like, "Hey doc, I saw your doc at the hospital. I'm like, hey, he's in a lot of pain. Like, can I give him pain meds? Like, I don't know what you guys are gonna do for this, and I just wanna because if we give you pain meds or certain drugs,
it'll counteract.
you can't do certain things
Yeah,
or like certain procedures for periods of time.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. And I wanted to know if they wanted, we can give, like, I have ketamine, fentanyl. We have a whole bunch of different meds I can give. Mayor Wrench, that's a Prince Albert, not a Jacob's Ladder, and you didn't have spikes in it.
Well, the
So-
Prince Albert is more like a ring. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not a ring. It's a bar
Yes,
going
it is.
through. But imagine
There are some
having
people-
multiple.
no, a Prince Albert does not actually define what jewelry you use in it. It's just where the piercing.
It's just the fact that it's a hole through the
Yeah.
your pee place. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, the Jacob's Ladder is different. But no, so I was like,
I mean, ladder should
I-
tell you.
well, I'd called the doc, and I was like, sir. I was like, so doc, so this is what's going on, and all I hear,
Ben.
I love Ben. Hold on. All I hear, Tex, you'll love this, is put me on speaker, motherfucker. And I was like, doc, what the hell? He goes, you dumb motherfucker, you smoked Viagra laced crack again, didn't you?
Oh shit.
I was like, doc, what? And he goes, this is the third time this week. As soon as you gave the age and what it was for, I knew who it was. Sir, the first two times didn't make you not want to do this again? Because for those of you who don't know the way we get rid of a priapism, it involves injections.
Training. Yeah.
It involves what? Well, no, actually, involves epinephrine injections. Every like quarter of an inch.
To what you would call the infected area.
No, up the underside, and then you drain
No.
blood after. Yeah, it's that's a lot of needles. Okay, it's like I don't know that someone would
I
want
mean,
that.
I guess some people like that. Like, I'm not going to kink shame or whatnot, but I mean, geez, Louise, man.
Yeah, well,
You know, some people's spirit animal is Narcan. You know, I just
see, Alan, no, it's not that he has learning curve of an arrow. Unfortunately, once we've done that several times in a week, you end up in the operating room of surgery, and then it permanently ain't gonna work no more.
oh, he's got the learning curve of a circle, bro.
Like it ain't gonna work no more. Like you done broke it for good. But
Like he's an
also-
Ouroboros.
But here's the problem, Tex. The entire way to the hospital, I was like, why? And he goes, because it said I could get high. Wait, I could get high and hard, and I was like, I mean, that's a great tagline and all, but after the first time, you just didn't. No.
Here's my thing, right? And so this has been my gig since I was younger and
I was
smart
like
enough to
dying
learn
of
about
laughter. I'm
STDs.
sorry. I was like,
I don't want stuff going down my pee hole. I definitely don't want needles going into any side of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, lots of them. I was like also like to point out you have to like sit there and talk to me for the entire ride in. And then the best part was like, like the ER doc was like, hey, how like on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard like you don't pay me enough. I like poked it with the end of a pen. I'm like, y'all don't pay me enough to touch it. I'll poke it with a pen. That's all you're getting. I'm not
I'll put it this way. He's at full salute, and that's I'm gonna leave it.
I was like, I'm just going to poke it with a pen and be like, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. That's you don't pay me enough. Like, but I can't tell you how many times. I don't know what it is. I had some the angle of the day. Yeah, I know. I had some dude. I had some guy who got, in the words of the micro, he got shot in his boodle.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something right fast. So, you and I were texting earlier, and we shared pictures of
the little
our
ones.
littles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I showed my nephew the one with the teeth, right?
Yeah.
His eyes got wide. He goes, she has vampire teeth, and I'm like, yeah. I'm just saying, like his eyes, like,
They in love.
when you mentioned the micro, I was just like, oh, the
Oh,
the mini.
he was
When you sent me the mini, right?
you know he had to be in love there.
Mm-hmm. No,
He's
no, this boy. Let me tell you something. This
that.
boy
I'm
takes that
sorry.
from
The
he
vampire
takes that
teeth.
from my own heart.
I'm sorry. I saw those vampire teeth, and I said they're. So everybody who knows, somebody gave the micro hot pink vampire teeth for Halloween. Right. Okay. The problem is she looks like the James Bond villain with the metal teeth.
Odd Job. No, not Odd Job. Is it Odd Job? Yeah, Odd Job.
I don't know, but I'm saying, but think about it. The face she's making because of how much space they took up in her mouth. She looks like the Bond villain with the metal teeth.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, my fucking nephew. My nephew's a ladies' man, right? Like this dude was hitting on. Like I had to tell somebody we were at this thing, little like small, like small business little fair or whatever, right?
Mhm.
It's called Christmas Magic, and we were there. And he started hitting on this girl, was probably in her mid-20s, right? And I looked at him, I said, Bubba, you got to get out of the fucking car seat before you even think about talking to her about a date. Because he walked over and just laid himself on the table, which is like, how you doing with this, that, and third. And I'm
Yeah,
like, Bubba,
she looks like this Jaws dude, like because the little pink teeth took up so
Jaws,
much
that's what it
room
was,
in her
Jaws.
mouth. They took up so much room in her mouth. She had that like permanent like smile that the dude had,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, well,
And my nephew, who is, I mean, and Loki's seen a picture of us together. He's
yeah,
my micro, right?
yeah. Although I'd be scared of girls if I was him because of his sister. He's gonna bring some girl home and she's gonna beat them.
She will, yeah. No, she definitely is the very protective one.
I do
She's
have
super
to,
nice and stuff, but she's always super protective.
right. I tell my mini that he has to but I tell Minnie he's probably going to be more concerned about micro beating the ever living crap out of any girl he brings home. There's no girl that's going to go near my little one. She's not
right.
going to let any girl near her brother.
Well, that's what's going to happen with him because he, like I said, he's already a ladies' man. I don't care if you're old lady, middle aged, young, whatever.
Tim, he is less than 10 and a ladies' man who has the hots for my mini, for my little micro, the little version of me.
Yeah, and he's a little version of me. It's so crazy.
Yeah, but she's got my temper. Sorry. She's like in every fight. Like, there's a reason the child wears pants under every dress because she's fucking hanging by her knees off, monkey bars in a dress. She doesn't care.
So she sounds like my niece, right? This is what my niece does. My niece is very like athletic. This is what she does, right? And she's also a fighter, right? We've had several times where she has beaten up boys. One of them, she came home and said, well, I got him on the ground and then I stepped on his back. And I was like, why'd you do that? And she's like, well, he was bothering a friend of mine. And I said, oh, okay.
Well, you know what? I will lend her because she's cute. She can borrow my varsity letterman since I lettered in football and hockey all 4 years of high school.
She's a gymnast and she has got, I'm telling you, this girl has got fucking muscle. Like she has got some freaking just, and she's flexible. She's uber flexible.
I've seen that, but in all honesty, seeing the picture of her, I don't know that gymnastics is going to be her calling. She does not have the right. She does not have the right build for like it being a hardcore sport. And the only reason I say that is because I was a gymnast when I was younger, and as soon as you can't do 3 back handsprings on a balance beam, build wise, they pretty much tell you you're done. And currently, to be competitive in even like high school gymnastics, I'm not even talking like college. I'm talking, like 14-year-olds. You have to be under 5'1" and less than 100 pounds.
Oh no, she's gonna be my I guarantee you, like she's gonna be my power lifter, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, so like gymnastics weeds you out real quick. But she can play hockey. I'll teach her hockey and football.
You ain't gonna get a whole bunch of hockey in Texas. I can tell you this. I
Yes,
know we have a hockey team and stuff, but not where I'm at.
Right? There's plenty of hockey in Texas. Thank you.
But she's gonna be. I guarantee you, she's either gonna be, this is my niece and nephew. Like I don't have kids, right? But she's either gonna be my jiu-jitsu girl, right, or my like weightlifter, or a combination of the two.
I'll put her into football. I mean, that's how I got to meet Gronk.
God.
You were there. I think you were around for that one. He went
Yeah.
to high school with me.
Yep.
Like, man, that man is dumber than a box of rocks. Nice guy, but dumber than a box of rocks. Your son picked up more women when he was at the grocery with his 2-year-old than he did anywhere else. Yeah, Ben. My little ones, I don't know why. Oh my God. I don't know, little people. Tim, you can't do a handstand or a back bend anymore. I can probably do those, but I don't really try. Iris. Hi,
Hey,
hottie.
Iris.
Hello, my gorgeous
¿Cómo
hottie.
estás?
¿Cómo estás? Yeah, but no, I've had interesting patients. My guy that liked to get high and hard. He was fun. Not.
That's crazy. That's what I
Um,
can't wait. Like when I actually like able to join the police force is I just know it's gonna see some like crazy shit. I'm just
Sandy. There's that, but then I gotta say, like, I know you say you can't start and finishing. Sandy, here's the problem. I have seen more sex issues in nursing homes than I have in college
Yeah.
dorms.
No, 100%, 100%, because they just don't give a shit anymore.
Pretty much.
They're
And
not worried
people
about the future. They're not worried about what they're gonna do after.
and
the
they
old
deal
folks home.
Viagra like Skittles.
Oh yeah.
They hand out their Viagra to each other like Skittles. Raven
And they
talking.
have multiple. You talk about multiple partners. Like I mean, you're talking about like old people gangbangs. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, trust me.
It's like you want to talk about girls gone wild. How about fucking old people gone wild?
Oh yeah. Did I tell you about my dude with the super glue teeth? Jello wrestler. Ooh, Tim.
Did you say super glued teeth?
Yeah.
Was it Gorilla Glue?
No, it was Loctite.
No, but please do tell. I'm
Oh, so
I'm
some
now
of the
you have piqued my interest.
Oh, Iris, we've been discussing stupid reasons you have to call 911. So we got a call. I got
I
a
know,
call.
right?
Here's the best. When I was in college, right? Literally, I was in college. I got to take my medic unit home on it because why not? And I could just respond from my dorm or my apartment on campus, which is fine. But that meant I spent way too much time responding to calls. And so one day I got called to one of the dorms for a breathing obstruction. And campus police were screeching on the radio for me to get there. And one of the officers, a guy named Jimmy Will, who now lives in Florida. And I love Jimmy. He used to be an EMT. Jimmy was like 5'3" and hysterical.
That's awesome.
Okay? Like Jimmy was the best. And Jimmy is like, get up here. You're going to have to, intubate him. And I'm like, what the hell what is going on? And then they're like, but we can't figure out why. And I'm like, oh God, okay, whatever. I get up there, text. You're a guy and you've been on the Navy, so I know, okay? I know for a fact. When I tell you what I walked into, you're going to giggle because you're going to think of the same thing. I walk in and my guy is standing there trying to talk to police and he's got his teeth clenched and nobody understands it. That's all you hear. And I'm like, okay. And his roommate is in the corner giggling on the floor. Like his roommate is on the floor laughing and rolling. I look at him like, what did you do?
Good God.
And they all look at me and they're like, why do you assume he did something? And I was like, really?
Yeah.
My dude is on the floor hysterically laughing while his roommate's fighting.
That's how you know
that
they're
tells
the
me
ones
you
that
did
did
something
it. Yep.
stupid. Hey, Bandit.
Bandit.
I was like, what did you do? What did you do? And the best way I can explain this is we're going to call them roommate A and roommate B for simple sake. Roommate A's teeth were stuck together. Apparently, roommate B came home the day before and found roommate A using his mouth on
Oh,
roommate B's
Jesus.
girlfriend for something that he wasn't potentially appreciative of, apparently, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So when he went to, I guess roommate A was a fairly predictable person. So in the morning, he went to bed, hot bandit. Roommate B pushed the toothpaste down in the tube, hey Nigel, and added Loctite because he knew that his roommate would brush the biting surfaces of his teeth, then clench his teeth and brush the front and sides
Oh,
because he was
God.
like real obsessive over his teeth. And so he done glued his teeth together. And his exact words were, now he can't use his mouth for something I don't want him to. And I looked at him and I said, well, you're going to have a whole lot. You're going to have a whole lot of explaining to do to your parents as to why you need bail.
Yeah, for an
And
assault charge.
the
Yeah.
roommate looks at me and he's like, what do you mean? Hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Attempted homicide.
Are you say? Oh, ooh.
Grievous bodily injury.
Yep. Okay. I can see
You know
that.
why? Here's the problem. I had to sedate roommate A because I had to intubate him nasally to protect his airway.
Damn. Yeah,
Because
that's true.
your
You can't
teeth
get through
are-
the mouth.
Yep.
Yep.
So I had to shove a breathing tube up his nose and down his throat. And then the poor nurse in the emergency room who sat there with a Q-tip and acetone to dissolve the Loctite.
Oh, that
It also dissolves your teeth. Yep. So there was a whole lot of money paid because of dental implants costing about $3,000 a tooth, and all of the stuff. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So when in most states, when the amount of damage done to a person and the medical bills rise above a certain cost,
Yeah.
it dictates your category of charge. He didn't think he was nearly as funny then. I was like, man, my exact words were like, I'm like, nope, guys, this is the man thing. This. I think my exact words to my other half were, I was amazed he wasn't a Marine.
Oh, remind me to tell you the story. The next time we're offline, remind me to tell you a story about what one of the Marines when I was in. I don't know if I ever told you a story about my first time at DLI, and we had a Marine in class.
Yeah.
We had this young girl, right?
Yeah.
Did I tell you one about the thing he ordered off the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
remind me to tell you the next one later on about
Sure.
what he said about his first test.
Okay. By the way, guys, hold on, wait. Yeah. So just FYI, Viagra, any of those PDE5 inhibitors, but the problem with those, in all honesty, the problem with the PDE5 inhibitors is they originally Viagra, people don't realize, was not made for its purpose.
Nope, it was a side effect.
It's a side effect of a drug that we give for pulmonary hypertension. And so when you have like Levitra and those drugs that work for 36 hours, that's problematic.
Yeah,
And
that
yes,
was the thing.
Eddie,
Like, go ahead, sorry.
no, you don't. It doesn't like actively work for that. But if you get it up anytime in those 36 hours, it'll work. You only get to use it once though. Off label. It's not off label because now that's its primary.
Yep.
Hold on, wait.
They
Ben,
changed it when they figured out they can make more money as a boner pill. They fucking changed it.
Yes and no, because they still charge. It's just under a different name.
Well,
I used to tell my wait, hold on,
yeah,
wait, Ben. I used to tell my
name.
papa. Yeah, it's like $6. It used to be $6 a pill. Now it's like $2 a pill. Ben, I used to tell my papa when he would talk about getting frisky, but can't get up, can't get out. Mom has to never worry about. Okay, I mean, hey, Tim, you're safe because you don't take aspirin. I just the amount of like sex gone wrong that I'm sorry. Here's my issue with it. You have to everyone can see what I look like. Most people have seen me in other videos. Many of you have seen the thumbnail of me where you can see what I'm actually built like. Whatever. That's a good video. I get interesting comments on it all the time.
Is that one of the when you talk about the different gun?
Yeah, the
lubes,
gun lube
right?
video. Yeah. Yeah, everyone
Yep,
really
yep.
likes that pink Victoria's Secret bra.
I mean,
Everybody's
it
favorite
fits
one.
you. I mean, it fucking works. I'm just saying.
As everybody's favorite. That's one of the biggest I actually had somebody, like a female, email me and ask what bra it was because she liked it, like Victoria's
I can
Secret.
understand that. Yeah.
Victoria's Secret. I don't know if they still make it. It's old. Someone told me I was a troll and a catfish, and I probably don't look like that. I'm like, no, really. I look like my picture. You can look at all of them.
Like seriously, she does. If you haven't seen her, yeah.
I look like
100%.
me. It's okay. It doesn't bother me, but I think it's funny. And no, so generally, like you end up like having to deal with me. I used to always tell people like, look, this is what like you call 911 and then I show up. Iris, I would date you if I lived in Texas, baby. You know that. I love Iris. Iris is gorgeous.
And,
Iris,
no, she is, and Loki is hot as well. Like two things can be true at the same time.
right? But I want Iris's build, not mine.
Well, I
Like,
don't know what
it's fine.
Iris's build is, but I'll take your word for
Be very, very jealous because you live in the same state as her, and you should be very, very jealous of her.
it. Why would I be jealous? Is she a bodybuilder?
She's near you. Yes, we have the Daisy Dukes and Guns photos.
I
Yeah.
have not seen that photo, and I feel bad, and I feel like someone has deprived me of some good input.
Because Iris is fucking hot. I'd be mad. I was in the same state as her. Damn. Gabapentin, yeah, I had to take gabapentin for a while, and it just makes me feel drunk. It doesn't work. Yeah, gabapentin's off label for.
Photo. I feel like I've been Loki. I know we're friends and all, but I feel like you haven't been living up to the friendship contract.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. She certainly is, but you don't want to run into Loki in a dark alley. Tim, strangely, everybody wants to run into Loki in a dark alley until they actually do. There's a lot of big talk. I mean, come on. There was a lot of big talk by Mr. Hold on, wait. A lot of big talk by, the big tough Wrangler. He's gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on. He wants to meet me in an alley. I'm gonna regret it. Sorry. That's
Damn,
funny.
Bubba, I tell you what, man. Here's my gig. I got about almost 100 pounds on him, and if you and I were together and we were walking down a dark alley and he popped up, I would step back and be like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
Yeah, you and my other half, who both think it's hysterical.
No, 100%, 100%, because I would laugh the entire time. And in fact, I would go find somewhere that had popcorn so I could bring some popcorn to it. And when you beat his ass, I'm gonna like dump the popcorn on him and be like, "Bye, Felicia."
I'm going to get in trouble for this. Is anybody in here super, super, super religious and attached to hateful people? If you are, I'm going to offend you right now. So
I'm pretty religious, but I mean, you're not gonna.
No, you'll understand this. You'll be amused. Trust me, I know your sense of humor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I offend you, sorry. So the Westboro Baptist Church likes to protest stupid shit.
Fuck those assholes.
Right. We found that they were going to protest my grandmother's sister, her funeral. Her funeral, because they like to protest the funerals of Holocaust survivors and military and all of that stuff.
Yep.
So, I wasn't particularly thrilled, but the Blue Knights, very nicely.
Do they show up?
Yeah. So my godfather's he's the national chaplain for the Blue Knights.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. We had the Freedom Riders, I think, because I had to go to a funeral in Beaumont, Texas, for a sailor that had self unalived, right?
Right.
And
so Mayor Wrench, Odie is the Blue Knight, national chaplain and a biker. So they all came and they dealt with it. So it was great. They handled it. So then
they actually showed up.
Yeah, they tried to. They couldn't get anywhere near it.
Yeah,
it gets better. It gets better. So then, not long after that, Hey, GMK. By the way, GMK, your fellow lawyer, Mr. Klotzer, my man, is not very bright. I don't know what bar he done past, but it sure as shit apparently was not a legal one. Might have been the one on the corner that sells, cheap liquor. Hey, Philip. So, hold on. Yeah, Ben. So here was like the best. So, one of my good friends, and I've made no secret of this, is the founder and a member of the band Home Free. They wanted to
Oh,
sing
no. Oh,
off.
wow. Really?
Yeah, Chris, Chris Rupp, the guy that
Yeah.
founded it. Chris, Home Free, the hat guy. Yeah, Chris is like a really good friend, and I don't know if
That's
you know
awesome.
their
I love
bassist,
Home Free.
their bassist Tim Faust. Everyone knows Tim for the real deep voice. He's from Texas.
Well, that's their new bassist, right? Because the other guy,
No, Tim's always been their bassist.
not for. I thought it was.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Since before the sing off, Tim was on the sing off with them.
But it was a. Well, I thought.
You're
What's his
thinking of
name?
Pentatonics and Avi Kaplan.
Nope, nope, it's not. It's the guy that's on his own now. He was with. I thought he was with Home Free. It was Castellucci.
Jeff Castellucci, he's not on his own, and he is the bassist for Voice Play.
Voice Play. Okay, I thought it was Home Free, but it's okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Jeff Castellucci is Voice Play, and Jeff's a very sweet guy. I love Jeff. Love Jeff.
He
He's the
seems
nice.
like a good dude.
He
I
is. He's
love
the
damn.
he's the nicest guy. Yeah, no. So Tim, who is Home Free's bassist, he's from Texas, and
Nice.
he's actually a math teacher. Was a math teacher when Home Free made
That's
it big.
awesome. Really? Wow.
Yeah, he was a math teacher, and imagine him being your math teacher, because that's what they stole him from when he joined Home Free. But no, when there was the floods in Texas, they put out "God Bless Texas," and Home Free did it, and it was them volunteering at the Texas floods.
That's awesome.
So here was the thing. So they were in Kansas, and they had a show, and I got to go travel with them and like go to shows and hang out with Chris and stuff. I do his publicity still. So yeah, if you ever email Chris Rupp official PR, that would be me you're actually emailing, but that's all good. So Chris was there, and they found out that the Westboro Baptist Church showed up to protest Home Free.
Oh God, of course they did.
Here's the thing, that they do lots of Christian Christmas music and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a pretty wholesome group, right?
Yeah.
So I was kind of amused, but the Westboro Baptist Church got real upset with them and protested it, and Tim went outside and took a picture, and so did Chris, and then they called their parents, and the two of them, and then they talked about it at their show. Tim's like, everybody always says to us, like, what's it like to be famous? And we're like, I don't know, we'll tell you when we're famous. And they were like, but then we found out the Westboro Baptist Church was protesting us, and I actually felt famous. It was amazing.
Nice.
And they were like rolling. They were so excited. So what happens? Chris goes outside to watch. It's like, watch this protest. Tim walks outside and lays a kiss on Chris in front of the fucking Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh, Jesus.
And they tell a story about it when Chris left the band to go out on his own. I was dying. So I've had issues with Westboro several times, right? So here's the problem.
I have an issue with their existence, period.
Well, here's the problem, right? And the fact, like, Chris and Tim, like, neither, like, they're not remotely, but Tim just did it to be a dick because he thought it was funny.
Yeah, I get you.
So
It was a troll. It was a troll.
But here's the problem. I can be a bigger troll. I made the decision, and I have one in my car and in my Tahoe. I have a black bath bomb. Because I'm sorry, the next time I find the Westboro Baptist Church, I'm going to stuff that bath bomb into my sports bra, and I'm going to let them think that they have won and let them
Baptism.
baptize me. And as soon as the black shit starts coming out of the middle of my shirt, I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs and see how fast those fuckers drop me and run. I'm going to scream like I am possessed at the black stuff come billowing out of the middle of my chest. Because I
That
think
is
it'll
so
be funnier and fuck.
Like I said, we had the guys in Texas, like I think they're called like the Freedom Riders or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went to, like I said, I went to a sailor's funeral in Beaumont, Texas. This was like God, like a decade ago. And we had heard that Westboro was going to come and protest, and we had like 12 bikers show up from the Freedom Riders, and just in case, right? And they ended up not showing up, but
I love
yeah,
you,
it
Iris.
was
Iris, and that's how the Salem witch trial starts. No, that's how
yeah,
that's how
exactly.
Loki
Yep.
and that is how Loki the Jew fucking destroys the Westboro Baptist Church.
If she floats, she's a witch. If she drowns, she's not.
I don't
Yes.
care. I just want to see what happens when I start screaming and the black stuff comes pouring out of the middle of my chest.
Oh,
You know
Jerry
some.
Mitchell, you got to hang out with Tech Nine?
Oh well, that's not. Hold on, I'll get to. I'll address that 1 second. But I was like laughing about that whole thing, right? Um,
Yeah.
I was highly amused. But yeah, so Jay and a whole bunch of the Marines and like they're all like as soon as we find the like we're popcorn and beer and like we're selling popcorn, beer, and what do they call it? The little like the chairs, right?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, they're like we're just Jason's like Jay and everyone are like we're gonna show up with beer, and I'm just gonna watch. So the same thing. Like if I go visit Ringler, if I go find him or whatever, people are gonna like I'll sell beer and tickets. I mean, I would have to ask him to spit out his dentures first. I don't want them to become an airway obstruction that some poor paramedic has to go retrieve.
Like you would have to because
I didn't say I would have. No, I'm not licensed there.
Oh, so
I don't have
the
medical
whole like,
command there.
well, there you go.
I can't provide ALS.
So you're not obligated to, because I had a buddy. So one of my buddies, one of my best friend at my wedding, right, with my ex it was a corpsman, right? And I can't tell you how many times we had to fucking stop driving because he saw an
That's
accident
a
on the side of the
lie.
highway.
No, that's a lie. Look, there is no law. And hey, GMK, who's an actual attorney, he can back me up here. GMK can back me up. There is no law anywhere in the United States that mandates you have no duty to act. The only time you have a duty to act is if you are in uniform and working. You have no duty to act. Everybody that can hear the sound of my voice, you have no duty to act if you are off duty and not working and not in a marked vehicle. Nope, not at all. That's
Really?
his
Okay.
choice. Yeah, that's his choice. See, Alan, I can speak Hebrew. I lived in Israel. I am fluent. I will say, Jerry, Takashi Tech 9 might have been cool then. Now nobody will go anywhere near the man.
Oh, that's the different person. Tech Nine is not Takashi. Takashi's 6ix9ine is what you're talking about.
No, there's both of them too.
Well, Tech Nine was a guy by himself. It wasn't Takashi. It was just
No,
Tech Nine.
there's
He's
a
a
couple of
black
them.
rapper.
Yeah, no. So the Samaritan laws come into effect. No, that what you're talking about, the Samaritan laws, they do come into effect that you check not okay, well whatever. The other idiot is like in jail and he's a rat and nobody likes him. The good Samaritan laws come into effect, Tim, that you like can't get sued. But that's about it. If you're acting, in good faith and as a good Samaritan.
So
But
if I
yes,
remember,
there's no legal duty to act. None. None.
so Tech Nine, if I remember, Tech Nine is the black guy. He actually did. So the reason I remember Tech Nine is because he actually did a Persian rap song where he was in English, and the other guy, I can't remember who he performed with, but it was because I was learning Persian at the time that I knew about Tech Nine. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, here
So
we go.
there's no requirement.
Yeah, no, there's no legal requirement. You are protected under the Good Samaritan laws, but there is no duty to act unless you are working and in uniform.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, there's Tech Nine's thing. Yeah, no, but no, you have to go see. Yeah. If you go watch God Bless Texas, the Humphrey one, it's a good one. Yep, if you're in a marked vehicle. Creed, what is the big mad about? The big mad is because Wrangler and Ron Klotzer and a whole bunch of the idiots decided to take my video from yesterday that I had to temporarily take down and go harass the deceased veterans memorial page and family. So yeah,
Yeah, that's. I mean,
that yeah, and then they can go talk shit and I'm supposed to unalive myself like my friend if you ask Ron and people.
tell Ron to come talk to me. He's such a big talker.
I'm not worried about
Uh,
it. Yeah, GMK. He does live in Arizona now, like up in the Mojave somewhere. But I don't know where he's bar licensed. I don't really care. What? Yeah, no, Iris. They all like they said. So the reason I take the video down is because they took Griff's name and birth date from the video, and they went and
Yeah.
found his family and his Facebook memorial page.
Like
from it.
how fucking sick do you have to be?
And they literally. Oh, Tim, I'm not. I just took it down so I can censor part of it. So we can not, harass the family that's grieving every year. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, reasonable people should exponentially escalate. No. What should have been a minor issue is people walking away from Wrangler, the dumb fuck, who literally has done nothing but lie to everybody.
Yes. Like everything he is a lie. That he puts out there is a lie.
Right.
Except for the fact that he's a lie, right? That's probably the only thing. The fact that he's a living, breathing human being is the only thing that is true about him.
Right. Was it done by anonymous chatters? I don't know. Hold on, let me look at the picture that I got from that Scotto and people sent me of the messages this morning. Loki's no longer welcome. She had 2 guests on her Stolen Valor stream. They're referring to Tex and
Yes.
others. And then Ron said, Kimmy, Navy Tech said you guys are in Oklahoma and he dared you to show up in Texas. He's going to have you taken care of. Wrangler, all the Roughnecks are going to unsubscribe to her and her subs are going to drop to 8 people because she's big mad.
That
There
is
you go.
not what I said. I didn't say I would have them taken care of. That is once again, a
There
lie.
you go. That is, yeah, that's what we, that is what we felt the need to go post on things, and I got lots of.
So when Loki reposts the video, you can hear exactly what I said.
Oh, I'm leaving that in. I have to censor out Griff's personal information.
Right, because Texas, and so for those that don't know, Texas has an actual law that allows you mutual combat. And
yeah,
the cops
you can
can't
actually
intervene.
challenge someone to a duel. I love it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You can challenge someone to a duel. It can be, however you want. And the cops are legally not allowed to intervene because there is a Texas law that allows for it to happen as long as both parties agree to it, right?
Right. Creed, see, Creed, that's the thing. It is such high school shit, and that's why I never addressed it.
Yep.
But I addressed it last night because on
Of this
Veterans Day
fucking video.
weekend and the video where he said that, all of his stuff. And so I was just like, fuck it. Like, this is bullshit and I'm going to address it. So what did we do today? We literally felt the need to, I started getting emails this morning from Griff's family because his Facebook page is a memorial page now.
Yeah.
That are like, hey, we're getting messages from all of these people.
Fuck.
And you can't
imagine this. This is your subscriber base. This is your supporters who live off nothing but lies and hate so much that you're going to go and search out, because Loki didn't drop any Facebook pages or anything. All she did was pay homage to a.
I showed my video of him when he came off the plane, when they returned him home, and his tombstone.
And this person who claims, right, the claims are invalid because he's not a fucking vet in any true sense of the word, other than the fact that he attempted boot camp twice, right? His fucking supporters, okay, because I'm a vet. I was in for 20 years. His supporters think it's okay because she shared this and they don't like her to go and root out and find his fucking memorial page, a true vet who gave his life because of the things that he had to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because of the what he carried with him as an actual person who had seen combat, who had done the things that this country asked of him and did not respect him for when he got back, he took his own life.
He was still on active duty when he took his life.
Exactly. And because of that, they thought it was okay to go hunt out his goddamn memorial page where people come to pay their respects and send fucking bullshit fucking messages to the fucking family. If any of you motherfuckers that decide to do that are out there listening, come let me know. Like, if you want to, I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead.
Well, but that's the thing. I mean, like Creed said, you looked at Masters and retiring. The most, I guess, disappointing, pathetic thing is he gains nothing. Right, and that's the thing, Creed. He chose the Stolen Valor route for no reason. Like it has gives nothing to his
no, it's not true.
content.
And I'm going to disagree with you on this, Loki, 100% because of the fucking the
No.
gunshot fucking story, right?
No. That's
So,
not what I'm talking about.
okay, good. Sorry.
I'm saying, like, in general, his original content, his frauditor call out, like that stuff,
Yeah.
had gained
Yeah.
nothing from him being a vet. So he just did it because he wanted to sound special. And Raven, you're not the only one. I got emails, and I'm not going to say who they are. I got emails from a few people that were like, I stayed subscribed and I was on the fence and, stoned a bit, and I saw some of the stuff, but they're very, dramatic and polarizing in one way. He is in the other. I wasn't really sure, and I just kind of stayed middle of the road, right?
Yeah.
But then, you, meaning like me, who just generally could give a flying fuck about the drama, and didn't really address it and was just like,
we
hey,
have
I
real
can't.
life stuff to deal with. Like,
Right,
we're
but I'm saying,
not behind a
like, the fact
computer.
that I was like, look, like, I didn't really address it. I just distanced myself. That they then, came out and were like, no, after you said last night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I finally, that was enough to leave. You coming out, you who had no part in this big dramatic, stoned vet versus him versus, war. Like, you coming out was enough for me to be like, yeah, I need to just step away. This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Jerry.
Yeah, I
My
know,
prayers
Jerry,
are with you,
honey.
brother.
And Jerry, we love you. And Jerry, yeah, Richard, a lot of people supported him because he said he was a vet. But I mean, like, on top of it, like, but his actual people supported him and he got supporters for that, but his like actual content wasn't based on it. So now, there's a lot. But I
Well,
just like the fact that I woke up and you went after this guy's family. Like, why? What part of this entire thing was worth you going to a veteran who committed suicide's page to leave hateful comments that I called out someone's stolen valor, and the fact that they shot themselves? And here's the thing: you should not. This is what hurts me, right?
oh shit, GMK. Read that.
Oh, damn, GMK. Yeah, I'm going to guess that's probably him. Yeah, that would be him. Damn, GMK. Coming in with
Look
the
at
receipts,
you.
babe. Yeah, and as Jerry can attest, we did make our donation. We did make a donation in his brother's honor.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I would have contributed.
So here's the thing. Right, but and here's the thing, right, Creed? He tried to threaten to dox my kid. That's why I didn't come out with a lot of stuff. And so he came after my kid. He went after grieving families. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, it's
He has no
uh,
decency. But see, Richard, here's my problem, right? The reality of all of this is he was probably going to shoot his ex-wife. That's the only reason you have a firearm and the earplugs.
Yeah.
You then shot yourself in the shin. You could not have shot yourself accidentally or in the shoulder. Well, A, the police report says where you shot yourself. B, because like I have said, A, revolvers don't have safeties, and B, until you lock back the hammer and you hear it click, the chamber is not in battery, so the round wouldn't be in battery to go off.
And it doesn't. The thing is, and like Loki, you'll back me up on this. Like I've been around guns my entire life, right? As have you. And the thing is,
I have a
touching a
federal firearms
safety.
license.
Yeah, I know. And touching a safety, for anyone who doesn't know and may hear this bullshit that he sits there and says, well, what happened was I was going to, unalive myself, and then, I decided not to, and I went to touch the safety, and when I did, the fucking hammer fucking went off. Even if it was a semi-automatic gun that wasn't a revolver, touching the safety has nothing to do with the fucking hammer. Like, for those that aren't big gun people, and I know there's a lot of people out there like Loki and I like talking about guns and all this kind of stuff because we've been around them, know them, and all this kind of stuff. And I know there's people in chat who may not know this. Touching the safety has nothing to do with the fucking hammer.
So
it never does.
Well, here's the thing.
Unless you fucking do something to the gun.
Well, like I said last night, I'm sorry, the revolver excuse did not work. It didn't.
Did
it didn't
he
work.
say it was a revolver? Because I never heard that.
Yeah, it was a 32 caliber revolver. It was in the police report.
Oh, it's in the police report. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 30. Okay, yeah.
32 caliber
revolvers
revolver.
Don't have safeties. No.
Revolvers don't have safeties, but regardless of that, okay, here's the thing. Regardless of all of that, yeah, revolvers don't have the safety, but here's the thing. Actually, Richard, that is not true. Because if we're gonna go with the Alec Baldwin defense, that
Yes, Raven.
because that's literally the Alec Baldwin defense, word for word. The ACF had to break the revolver so badly that they could get one round to go off, and then it never worked again. So you would have had to break up. But here's the thing. Even on the only weapon where that would maybe kind of sort of possibly work would be a striker fire semi-automatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that would only be because the safety has a bar that prevents the striker from dropping.
But yeah, but it wouldn't cause. The problem is though, and I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
I had certain ones on striker fire semi-automatic pistols. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Scan says don't drop a P320. A lot of the semi-automatics that are striker fired, if you drop them right and hit the safety right when it takes that bar off and you drop it, it's enough to set the striker fire off.
But according to the way he said what he said. In that
I
video,
know what he said. What I'm saying is the only way for his statement to be correct is if you had a striker fire, a cheap striker fire, a striker fire, and you hit the safety because there's no hammer. If you knock the safety off and caught the back of it right, or you like smacked it the right way, you could theoretically get it to discharge when you were messing with the safety.
But the problem is though,
it wasn't a striker fire; it was a revolver.
Well, the problem is though, based on what he was saying, okay, is that so? Think about it this way. So the situation he puts forth is this: he was in a bad way.
Hold on.
He was thinking about
Creed wins. His 5 tours in Call of Duty.
Yeah, right. That's what I said earlier. I think I was in a Stonevest chat, and I said, I know about sniper because I was a high-level sniper on COD, right? But here's my thing. So let me explain to you this way. The way he put it out there, right, is that so according to his accounting of what happened, let me break it down for you guys.
Hold on, before you forget, and congratulations to both of you, Ben and Mayor.
For what? I'm sorry.
30 plus years of sobriety.
Oh, congratulations! You guys are that's fucking crazy. That's awesome.
The world would not survive me being completely sober.
No, me either. Me either. Because I have a lot more time to focus on the stupid. And but so let me break down the situation. So according to what he put out in that video was this. Is that of course the safety, like, so if he was getting ready to reverse his fucking birth certificate, right? The safety wasn't on, right? According to that, because he was getting ready to do his thing, right? So what he's saying is,
He was trying to put the safety on and it went off.
and in putting the safety on, it caused the hammer to fire, right? That makes even less sense than trying to take the safety off and the hammer going off, right?
So I somebody actually asked me about that the other day. After it came out, and I said the only thing I could think of, and you would have to not be a firearms person to even make a statement like this. Why is my phone blowing up? Uh-oh. I'm sure this is something that I'm gonna love. I'm getting I'm getting a whole bunch of text messages about something.
Oh darn.
Hold on.
It's not Israel, is it?
No. Here we go. What does it say? Patrick Griffin Memorial. From the memorial.people. But no, I was saying, so here's the only way it would even make sense in like theory, is you'd have to not be a firearm person, is if he's referring to a decocking lever as a safety.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
no, I can see
so
that.
Tim, I hold an FFL as well. But that's what I'm saying. If you were to, Mayor Wrench, feel better, my love. If you were to refer to a decocking lever as a safety.
Good night, Mayor Wrench.
In theory.
I mean, that would be like, you're talking like some crazy ass theory, because there's a.
Well, no, I'm just saying, no, Cialan, revolvers do not have a decocking lever. Richard AT, even that wouldn't fire. No, I can tell you, I know, like, on my Ruger, or on, here's the thing, people that carry things cocked and locked, if you carry things cocked and locked.
You can decock it, yeah.
They don't have a decocking lever.
No, it's not a lever. It's just like you have to like pull it back, hold the trigger, and like let the hammer back up, right?
Yeah, you just have to pull the hammer back and kind of slowly release the thing. But it's not. There's no safety.
It's not a
but
lever.
I'm saying, so, like, if you were to look at my Ruger, for instance, if I were to, I carry it condition on. So, but it doesn't have a safety. So, you rack your round and it's a double action and you decock it. If you were to not decock it and you just pull the trigger, it'll go off. So, what I'm saying is, in theory, if you were to drop a decocking lever, in certain weapons, you could get it to go off.
It had to be a magical fucking situation.
It's not that it's magical. It would just have to be.
I mean, the happenstance for that to happen would have to be
almost, right. But
you have to do it on purpose almost.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna go with my original statement. He shot himself in the shin, which would be intentional anyways. Okay, not your shoulder. And even if you were fucking around with it and trying to take the safety off, how do you shoot yourself in the shoulder?
Well, and then you have to explain the fucking ear pro, right? Like, explain the ear pro that's in the fucking police report.
Right, yeah, because you were probably there to go after your wife. We all know that before she left you. That's cool. Like you do, you boo. That's your whole
But
life. I
no,
know.
it was a black dude. Go ahead and be like uber racist and blame it on a black guy that shot you, right?
I mean, people are. Wait, hold on. Wait, what is this? The M1911 has a defect that acts as a safety. Yeah, I mean, some do. Okay, Night. Why in the shin? That sounds painful. Because he's fucking stupid.
So according to what was put out, like what Shiz and everyone else put
Hold
out,
on.
he was doing it.
Richard, the damn thing's designed you can drop the hammer and not fire, but maybe I'm wrong. Richard, a lot of them are, but I can tell you, I've dealt with a couple people's like Astras or cheap Russian knockoffs,
Knockoffs, yeah.
and they are a problem. You know, if you have a cheap knockoff or like these Astras or some of these,
And the
crappy
thing was, it was
ones,
a
they'll
32.
go
Like
up.
Jesus, I mean that's like a random ass fucking caliber.
Creed, I'm guessing he was probably aiming for his cap, but like my guy was probably high as fuck. I'm just saying, he's probably was high as fuck. I mean, according to his Facebook picture where he posted of himself in a hospital, he says he's high as fuck in the picture, and then the next picture is his X-ray. So, hey. Cheaper than the old Raven Arm 25s? Papa, some of them are. Although I will say, ironically, now that you're mentioning the Raven 25, you guys remember the person I had up talking about his, the magnetic weapons recoil systems? He has a whole bunch of Raven Arm stuff that he 3D printed.
Oh wow.
Sig had a recall. Yeah, Sig did have a recall because of its Cialan, and now it's not even a recall. They're being sued in court.
Really?
Yeah, over the 320 striker fire by the Minnesota Police Department.
Damn. So
Some big
HGK is the way to
Minnesota.
go.
Yeah, some big. I think it was Minnesota's police department. He said he's a gun nut. No, he's not a gun nut, Richard H. Everybody said he was a gun nut and obsessed with firearm magazines. But hey Navy, you'll have to tell me, guys. Would you be interested? Should I rank the like 9 guns he stole? Should we rank them?
Yeah.
What the best one to steal and why? Why I shouldn't have stolen that one? I mean,
I
hey,
would
we can
love
rank
that.
the ones he stole. Use the Xbox rewards, and you don't have to pay for it. Oh, cool. Hey, Paul. Paul,
Yo, my peeps, you heard? Yeah.
it
Fucking Eli.
has been a day. Raven, what? You're having trouble with live streams. Why is your laptop dying? Laptop's dying. You shouldn't have a Red Rider. Oh. Tim, I would trust my 6-year-old with a firearm first.
Yeah, I would too.
You ain't hood unless you steal a high point. Yeah. I mean, hey. See, I have to go through that list because somebody was saying that, like, I think he was doing better stuff. I don't know who was it. Well, someone was saying something about, like, he only stole ones with value, which I don't believe because that man doesn't know his ass from a
No
hole in the wall.
shit.
Oh, okay, whatever. Still, I don't feel like we knew actual value of firearms. Howdy, Paul Cone. I am not a marshmallow bunny. How's my Papa? How's the best Papa?
That's when she was on Mass Sergeant Retires. She popped off right before I came on.
I don't know. I can't. Don't be hating on your high point. I don't have an issue with a high point. You own a high point for testing purposes. I do have a high point. I have one, but I just don't use
I
or
don't
hate
trust
on
it.
it. The
Yeah.
reason I do own it for the same Tim. I own it because I get asked to smith them a lot.
I'm
Richard,
sorry. There
hold on.
are good guns out there that aren't
What?
considered like the high
Wait, hold
end
on.
stuff.
I
Like I like
doubted.
the
I
Walters.
showed him your red dot and sold on your rifle, asking questions. He knew nothing about it. Yeah, he's an idiot. What's your
Yeah.
question? What was your question about your red dot on your rifle? I'm not a red dot on rifle person. Oh God, Richard, I'm sorry. Richard, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's a Glock guy. Him
I,
is like
I,
that. Doesn't CCW like clocks too?
I'm sorry. I do not. I don't. I cannot support the gun that Tupperware built. Good
I'm gonna
night,
take
Jerry.
18K. Like 18K has become my favorite brand, honestly.
Jerry, I love you, darling. Go eat. Wait,
Oh,
why?
CCW
Hold
doesn't
on.
like it. Like,
Wait,
okay.
what? Why the gun that Tupperware built? Why don't I like the gun that Tupperware built? Um, honestly, s- um, I'm not a fan because it is the first and only pistol I have ever seen that the entire barrel went downrange. Yeah. Navy, you should have been there that day.
I wish I was. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was standing there with my dad just staring at the guy.
Oh,
This dude pulled his new Glock out of the box, like right out of the box, loaded it, and fired around, and the barrel went through the target.
Jesus.
Yeah, it had a critical
Yeah,
fail.
Colt. I mean, come on, CCW. Like, God
Hey,
made men, Colt made them equal, right?
and I have my Gold Cup 1911.
I want a 1911 like that. That's like
I have a
my
bunch
dream
of
gun.
1911s. I have, let's see, I have the Colt Gold Cup 1911, my Para Ordnance 1911, which is, I love my Para.
Well, and
Let's
the funny thing
see.
is, I'm gonna say it right fast. Like,
My Les
I've had a
Bears are
bunch of friends
1911. Lots of
that I
them.
want to carry. Well, I want my carry gun to be 1911. And they said, "Well, you only have 7 rounds in
Not
the
true.
magazine." I said, well, okay, standard, right? 7 rounds.
Para
And I
Ordnance
said,
P14 is 16 plus 1.
right, but what I'm
Good
saying
night,
is
Ben.
that so I got a friend. My friends asked me like, well, you only got 7 rounds in the magazine. Why would you go with a 1911? I said, well, because if I need more than 7 rounds to take down somebody, then I'm a bad shot.
I
And
mean,
honestly, to tell you the truth,
my Les Bear one's 19 plus 1. I
yeah.
don't.
So I got 8 rounds, and I got 8 rounds in my 1911. But if I need more than that to take down somebody, like I'm not, I don't spray and pray, right? Like we're shooting for accuracy here.
Loki, Loki, I keep hearing you touching your toys. I'm not touching anything. I am.
Ben, you have a good night, brother, and I'm sorry for everything you had to go through. I'm glad you're back.
We love you, Ben. See, Alan, do I have a Series 90 Colt 1911 though? Mine is a Series 80 original Colt 1911 Gold. Mine's the Gold Cup 1911
So,
Series 80, the original.
interesting story. One of my buddies, who was also a linguist, right, deployed to Iraq, and he worked with Seventh Group, I think it was, and doing his stuff. He was actually given permission to get the fucking Special Forces 1911, right? The one that has the engraving of like the SF and all this kind of stuff on there. He was not SF, but he worked with them and it went out with them, and he was given permission by Special Forces to get the actual Special Forces 1911. And he showed it to me. It was fucking amazing. This is a gun that you can only get if they allow you to get it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the prettiest gun I've ever seen.
Were you not here the night I put out my last bear?
Well, based on like being a
Ah.
linguist and all this kind of stuff, it was the prettiest gun you'd ever see, right?
What? I'm a less bear woman. What?
I said based on the fact that like being a linguist, like in the military, and like the fact that he deployed and did this, it's the prettiest gun based on the reason why he got it. And I
Right.
love it.
See, in all honesty, why don't I like Glock? Like, I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan because Glock has absolute shit tolerance. It has absolutely shit tolerance, and the accuracy is so far off. Richard, if you own a 45 ACP Cross Vector, you're weird. No, you're not weird. I just don't think it's particularly something I would own. I don't do Glock. The tolerances are awful. I am a less bear, hand fit, or I have lots of guns with very tight tolerances and MOAs.
The one thing that's
Um,
nice about
Hold on,
go ahead, sorry.
Paul, why am I big mad? Paul, I
Yes,
am
go
big
ahead.
mad because if you did not see my stream last night, I finally spoke out on the Wrangler issue because of his claim of attempting to unalive himself on Veterans Day weekend and tried to hide behind mental health when today was my good friend's birthday, or should have been, and he was a Marine, an actual veteran that after quite a few deployments committed suicide while on active duty. And Wrangler and Ron Foxer and the Little Minions took my stream. Hey, that would be okay. That's Tex. Whatever you're doing in the background with the ice is what everyone thinks. I'm playing with things. You are so loud with your background
It's
noise.
my
Tex.
fault. My fault. I apologize.
So loud. So Paul, they took my video and they went and found Griff's memorial page and spammed the fuck out of it and sent all these god awful messages
To the family.
to the family.
The fucking family.
To the
Oh,
family, that is mourning the loss of their child today, which should have been his birthday, right after Veterans Day weekend. And then they told me to go unalive myself like him. So that's why I'm big mad. Because we're a bunch of fucktards. That's why. And yeah, see, Alan, I hate the grip angle on a Glock too.
I've never fired a Glock. It's just not a gun I've ever been. Like
yeah,
even
Paul,
looking at it, like when I
alright.
went to go buy firearms, it just does not look attractive to me.
Yeah, so Paul, here's the thing. So it came out that Wrangler shot himself. He was never shot in combat. He shot himself. He lied about how he admitted that when he shot himself, he tried to pin it on some random black guy. And then he said, well, the reason I did it is because I was going to unalive myself, this, that, and the other. And then they decided to
come out later on and
to go harass my friend and his family.
The best part was
in the memorial.
The best part is that he decided to take that incident, right, and turn it into a combat wound that he got, right, and the motherfuckers that support him decided to believe that fucking Kool-Aid and drink that goddamn Kool-Aid and go out and harass the family of Loki's friend who did actually serve in combat, was an actual fucking vet, who took their life because of the shit that they had done and things that they had seen.
Yeah. After tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, all of them. Yes, Creed, Krako's channel is back from Tesla jail, and I hate you all. Croc, I hate your channel. Love you though.
But no, I'm telling,
Colt
here's the
Python
gig,
357. You saw my Colt King Cobra. Yeah, Paul, too bad he missed. He shot himself in the shin like a fucktard. But then, the other supposed lawyer, Ron Klotzer went on his fucking tirade and told me to go on to live myself repeatedly.
Which apparently we found out tonight that he is no longer a lawyer.
Yeah, Raven, what do I think of the Browning High Power 9mm? Actually, I have one. I'm not a 9mm person. Like, I don't, that's not my carry choice, but I do own one.
Like my carry choice, I know it differs from Loki's, but my carry choice is a 40 caliber. So
See, Alan, it's actually probably not you. You're not overly accurate with Glock because nobody is. Glocks, if you're going to look, if you look at a Glock, okay, the amount of like tolerance and movement they have, it the amount of play in them is why they don't have a lot of accuracy. So that's another issue. If you're looking at something like a Les Bear, yes, those are like complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
look at you pimping it.
I know. No, but I'm saying, but like the less, like if you look at it, their hand fit for tolerance.
What do you think about the
Oh, I don't have to rub it out. I have, but I'm just saying. I mean, I have that. I have quite a few, but I'm just saying. But like, if you look at the difference, and those are like the two extremes. So if you look at a Glock and you try to move it like left and right in the tolerance, and then you take, even if if you want to go not expensive, like my Para Ordnance, even, which is a fairly cheap pistol. The tolerance on the Para Ordnance compared to a Glock is so much tighter. And then your accuracy goes up. That's actually one of the big reasons. Someone asked me once why I'm like if I have to pick between an AR or an AK, the tolerance on an AR is much tighter than on an AK, so
Yeah.
you will always be way more accurate with an AR than you
well,
can
unless
with
you're
an
fighting
AK.
people underwater, and then you can use the AK, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go bury your Glock in the desert in the middle of like a mud whatever. And
Well,
then
so
like
my buddy is. So I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. My buddy, who's a cop, like the one that wants me to get on the police force. I was asking him about, what kind of weapon, because when I was going to the a different academy, right? I was going to a different academy.
see, Alan, mine's an original.
They only had like Glock listed as the available weapons, right? There's certain issues of Glock. And I was talking to my buddy, and he goes, yeah, you know what? Here's the deal. I've been on the force for like 15 years, and I had a Glock, and I got rid of it because I went back to a 6-hour. And because Glocks, even for the cops don't like the Glocks, right? They honestly don't like them, and they have to have them. They have to have them. But when you're in a police force that lets you choose what your sidearm is, they don't choose Glock. They choose something else. So.
The staccatos, honestly, I don't know. Have you seen the staccatos, Tex?
No, I haven't.
I've looked at them. I'm not a fan. Everybody is gaga over them right now. It's a veteran, owned, and then, the competition, it's got, less recoil. It's not. I've fired one. I'm not hugely into them.
Has was it who's
It's got the problem is a staccato's got a 2.5 pound trigger, right?
oh, okay, it's a heavy trigger. Got it.
No, 2.5 pounds. No,
I mean, not 2.5 pounds. I mean, they're not heavy trigger. I was thinking of something else, but yeah.
like
go ahead.
2.5 pounds. I mean, honestly, like I don't know if you watched the one video when I had the King Cobra and I just let it like lean forward on my hand and it was enough to because
Hold
of
the trigger,
how light
yeah.
the trigger is. Yeah. It's the same thing. And yeah, the XC is a competition one, and they do have ones with heavier triggers. JJ Rakaza, I got to shoot with JJ years ago. But he
what
doesn't
we need
even
to
use
do
one.
is like hook up with Demolition Ranch.
Yeah, I've heard about that, and I've had a couple of people that were like, "Oh, you need to go talk to
Well,
the
because
AK guy." And
So he's in Texas, right? And he's like right outside San Antonio, but he gets the ability to look at like like what do you call it? Like every gun before it's even actually manufactured.
Yeah.
He gets
Hold on,
all the prototypes.
Richard, what one are you asking about buying? I mean, like the staccato is just it's overly expensive. Um, for what you're getting, I mean, I mean, oh, there we go. Tim can tell you, Raven. I didn't even look. No, Richard AT, you don't have to give up. If you're Winchester repeating shotgun, um, if you're asking me
Whatever.
like what a good intro gun for you is, I think you were saying that you're trying to buy your first
A SIG
um
226.
220.
That's the 9mm, isn't it?
I would say that I'm a SIG. I would go SIG 220, but the 226 is fine too. A SIG is a really good one.
I think the SIG. So
Smith and
correct me if
Wesson.
I'm wrong, Richard, but I think the SIG 226 is sold. I think it's like $400.
Let me look. Let me look at the
Well,
current price.
at
Hold
least
on.
it was. I think when I bought it, it was
I'm
a
checking the price on now.
9mm.
Hold on.
Okay.
226. I mean, that you get it in 40, 357, 919 Parabellum. Hold on, let's
So
see.
he owns a 1911 SIG 226.
And okay, yeah. I mean, it's their
Is it a
competition.
so
It's the
is it a
competition to
45?
replace the
Yeah.
1911. You can
Okay.
get it in a whole bunch of different calibers. It's a full service.
Richard, do you have it as 45 or is it?
The SIG 226, it's a full size 1911 essentially. They have it 9x19 Parabellum 40 S&W 357. You can actually get it in a 22 long. It's the
That's why
same
I was
mechanism.
asking. Like, what
Yeah,
what
it's
caliber does he have?
same, but you've all of those options. Most people have it in a 40. But it's got the same mechanism as the 220, which I use, but it's got a higher capacity double stack, and my 220
Nice.
is a
Yeah.
single stack. But it came
He
out
said
maybe.
it's a 9mm. He's got
So
a
yeah,
9mm.
I mean you can get the 9x19 Parabellum. It's a 9 mil. But let's see how much are these going for right now? I'm looking at this 229. So the
The 226
226.
when I bought it years ago was 9mm. Yeah.
Okay, well your the 226 right now is going for 1100.
But it wasn't a 1911. My 1911 is a 40 caliber. Okay.
Right, but I'm just saying right now the 226 is going in 9 mm is going for 1100.
Are you serious? Really?
Yep.
Wow.
My 220 right now it shows is going for 1600. Holy fuck, are y'all
Damn. I think I bought it,
overcharging
my
for
my
shit?
226. I bought it. God, when did I buy it? I got it in San Antonio, like
320.
2004.
What's up? 320 is going for
And I bought it for like $400.
$700. Let's hold on. They're cheap. Well, those are. It depends on the model. Let's look at this 220. Let's look at the cheap version. You can get an $800 220,
Yeah.
but I mean, you're not getting a 220 cheaper than 800
God, the prices
right
have
now.
gone up since I bought a gun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm about to buy my first AR-15, so
Why
because I want one.
build it? Build it,
Well,
big
no,
boy.
it's what I mean. Like I'm
Come on,
not
big
buying
boy. You gotta
I'm not
build it.
buying it built. Yeah, I'm not going to build it. Yeah, and I have my buddy who wants a sergeant in the police force. He's going to help me build it,
No,
the upper and
I'll do it
lower.
with you.
Yeah.
Game on. I'll do it with you. He can try
Okay.
me. I'm
Yeah.
better.
I know you are. I
I'm
know
more
you are.
fun. You have a Euro P20.
Hell,
Hi, brother.
I tell you what. When I go to do my AR-15 build, I'll put it on my channel and bring you on.
Sure. Paul, I've built mine from the ground up too. I loved building mine. Hi, Frauditor Watch. How are you doing? I'm surprised to see you here.
I know Friday Watch is a Wrangler fan, right?
Yeah, surprised to see him here after yesterday. How are you, my dear?
Friday Watch, if you ever want to know the reason why I left Wrangler as a vet, like let me know. Like I'm not here to like piss and shit on anybody who, is a supporter of Wrangler, but
Richard, what
you
about the
know,
M17?
wow.
Richard, sorry. What about the M17? Paul, you want to build an AR-9? I don't know. I could build an AR-9. It's not my current. What about the M17? No, Frederick, I'm just surprised to see you there. But how are you? How's life down under?
Exactly.
Is it any good? Let's see. I mean, it depends on what you define as good. Here's the thing. The M17 it's the 320. It's just the military version.
I'm gonna do.
Here's the
what I
thing.
want to do when I get my air. Go ahead, sir.
Hold on one second. Richard, so no, the M17 is not. It is the 321. It's the 320. See, Alan. The M17 is the SIG version of the 320. And it is it's a striker fire. You can buy it, but like I have said, it is a striker fire, and it is one that if you drop, it can go off. They were sued over it. Much like if you watch my review when I review my Smith & Wesson, my M&P, you just have to understand that any striker fire, if you drop them, they can go off. It's just because of how they work.
My apologies.
Yeah, so it's not as striker fire is not as safe as a center fire. It's an easier negligent discharge. I mean, you can buy whatever makes you happiest. You buy whatever you want to carry.
And whatever you get comfortable with.
And whatever you're comfortable with, and whatever price point and caliber you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
I might not be a Glock person. Hey, Demon's Wrath. So hold on. It's whatever. I might not. I like the 226. It's the same as my 220. It's just a double stack. That's literally the only difference. You can watch when I clean and broke down my 220, and the only difference between it and my 226, literally the only difference is my the only difference is between a 220 to 226 is a double stack versus a single stack. Yeah, Demon's Wrath, it has been a minute. And the 320 is not. The 320 is a striker fire. See, Alan, you can actually get the 226 in a bunch of calibers. And you can get the 220 in, but the big difference is single stack versus double stack. Frauder Watch, after his admission over what he did with the shooting, and then sending his flying monkeys to go harass the memorial page of my friend who actually did commit suicide and was an active duty Marine when he did it. Yeah, I'm good. There's no amount of content that's worth putting up with that for me. Sorry. But yeah, see, Alan, you can get them in multiple calibers. You can get the 226 and 42. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, that video will go back up. I don't know when you got here. Kelly, when did you get here? Did you hear why it's temporarily down?
I saw her over at
Yeah, I saw her
Stone
earlier.
Vet. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her earlier. She said hi earlier to me. Kelly, did you come over? When did you get over here? Did you hear why I had it? Oh, about an hour ago. So then you did hear. Yeah, it's temporarily down because Wrangler sent his little fucktards. Oh, you didn't hear. Okay. So my video where I outed everything yesterday, the fucktard and his friends and Ron Klotzer and all of them, they took my video and when I called him out on all of it, my final push over the end was the fact that he made this, his big confession about the shooting and blaming it on people, and then tried to claim that it was mental health.
Yeah, unaliving.
My friend was an actual Marine. He was active duty. He committed suicide. Today's his birthday. Well, yesterday, technically it's 12:05 now. Yesterday was his birthday, and Wrangler had to do that over. Hold on. That right, but my friend, was active duty and committed suicide, and yesterday was his birthday, and so I took exception to it, and that's why I kind of came out and finally said something. So then his idiots and Ron Klotzer then took my video that I had up and went and found my friend's family and his memorial page on Facebook, and they harassed the family. So I had to take the video down so I can censor out his information so his memorial page doesn't get hundreds of spam messages from the morons like it did. And then, after Ron told me to go get fucked, he told me to go into live myself too. So it's okay. Yes, they're such great people. But
Yeah.
so that's why I finally came out.
That's
and
good people. Oh, I'm such a good person. Yeah. Bullshit.
Fraud or Watch. The only reason I was kind of surprised that you were here is because after I came out and openly outed Wrangler's bullshit that I had been keeping quiet behind the scenes, and Fraud or Watch, you are not the person that I don't know if you had seen it, but several people had been putting out videos with a confidential source to a whole bunch of stuff. It was me, and the reason I didn't put it out under my name is he had threatened to dox my child. So I finally just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna."
That's the guy you're supporting right now.
I was going to take away the power from it and just say fuck it and come out against it because of what they did and the sullying the name of my friend. So that's why. Demons Wrath at P250 shares at the 320, not the 220. Let's see. You want to use your Vortex Red Dot. Vortex Red Dot is cool. GMK, what is your what to? I see what. I don't. There's a lot going on in my chat. You gotta explain the what.
Fraud or Watch, there's a lot going on, bro. I mean,
Fraud
I
or
don't know if
Watch.
you're a bro.
Hold on. He openly admitted that he shot himself. Wrangler admitted that the gunshot wound he was self-inflicted.
And then he blamed it on a black dude.
Yes, he did.
Breaking into his home.
He blamed it on someone else, and then when confronted, he admitted he did it himself, and then he said he did it himself because of mental health reasons. When that's not the truth, and the reality is he tried to blame it on mental health reasons, and my friend who I put the video up. Hold on. Fuck it. I might as well just put this picture up at least, because why not? Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Hi, Scotto. Scotto, my love. Here we go. We'll do this because fuck it. Why not? There you go. This is what he shit on. This person.
Yep.
Okay? Right here.
An actual vet.
Oh, Valhalla. Iraq, Afghanistan. This guy. Him. That we all had to say goodbye to.
That she has to now.
Yeah. All of that. Yeah, he blamed a black person, and he bitched out. And then admitted it, and then he tried to say he did it. So there you go. Those are the pictures right there. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, where's the other picture? Hold on.
Friday watch.
You say
Like,
hi to
while she's getting
everybody.
the picture.
You say hi to everybody for me real quick.
Okay.
Like, grab this one thing.
Okay, so Friday watch, yeah, no, he initially in a police report blamed a black person coming into his house and shot him, and then goes back according to his own fucking video. He didn't say a black person in his video, but he claimed a perpetrator, right? And then in his own video comes back and says, well, later on, I went to the detective and I told him it was a self-inflicted wound. He claims it was his shoulder. It wasn't his shoulder, it was his fucking leg, based on the police report, right? It wasn't based on us just making this stuff up. It was based on the police report. He shot himself in the leg. And it turns out that what he was doing was trying to keep his ex-wife from leaving his ass, and shot himself and blamed a black person to keep her scared, to keep him in the house. So I mean, the thing is, I was a guy, like I was duped by him. Like I was duped, and I thought that he was, this veteran and this, that, and the third. And when Shiz first came out and all this kind of stuff, and Loki was telling me about this stuff, I was like, oh, he's not a vet. And then he had the veteran card and all this kind of stuff. I was like, no, okay, he's got a veteran card, he's a vet, and this, that, and third, right? Until Loki brought to me the actuality of what happened with his actual fucking bullshit, which was he tried to get in the military twice in boot camp and failed. I went and talked to Mass Sergeant. I went and talked to Stone Vet. Loki was the one who fucking told me, like she's like, Navy, here's the deal, right? My name is James.
Hold on.
She's like,
hold on.
Go ahead.
I got to do this. You know what I'm doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this right here, this is what pissed me off. There you go. This. Here you go. It's right here. This is what he shit on with his statement. That's not the Marine Corps body bearers. That's not. That's my husband and the other guys from the unit who accompanied their friend home for the final time, because he was an actual vet, unlike Wrangler. He didn't shoot himself accidentally or try to blame it on somebody else. He had actual issues. And this is what the end of it was. And this is what Wrangler shit all over with that, with his lies. This. It's not stolen valor. It's not just that. This is what he shit on. That. The Marine that I just showed you the picture of. And then that was his fellow Marines and my husband and everybody that served with him that had to do that. That's what he's shit all over. And everybody that's still supporting him, that's what you're supporting. Someone that tried to take that situation and exploit it for their own benefit. Raven, do whatever the fuck you want. That man can go fuck off. Yep, Richard till Valhalla. TVP, Patrick, TVP. So, there. That's why I said fuck it. It came out. And yeah, did I lose subscribers? Yep. I lost some of his little buddies, but y'all can peace out if you're going to support that.
Fuck them. And, Fraud to watch, if you're here, still listening, right? It's not a thing of hate to an extent. It's the fact that.
No. He said he hates these videos, like the video of Griff. He hates having to see the finality.
Oh, no. What I meant was, it's not a hate against Wrangler. It's the fact that, he is shitting on everything I defended for the last 20 plus years. He is shitting upon everything that this man who passed away because he could not deal with his demons.
And I will say,
Wrangler, it was the Wrangler brought that video up, and he claimed that it was an aspect of attempt of a unaliving of himself and all this kind of stuff was only done to somehow justify the fact that we have the truth has been found out, and he knows the truth has been found out.
and yeah, it's so final, and it makes you cry, and it does. It makes me cry every time, and I'm not an emotional person. Like in general, everybody will tell you I'm really not. Um,
But
but
at that point, you are. Yeah.
But at this point, I am. And here's the thing: I don't talk about like what my other half or what Griffin what they like what all they did, but I will tell you they were in the middle of the Baghdad Fallujah Ramadi triangle at Chakadam base. You know, they went in through Afghanistan twice,
Oh God.
and
Yeah.
no, Creed, no comments got deleted on mine. I don't delete anything from you. But yeah,
So those like coming from like so someone who is married to a vet, like an actual vet, myself, an actual vet, right? And if anyone, you know, here's the thing. I know
I'm not married to you.
it's mad if you're doing this, you know, all this kind of stuff. If you ever want me to prove that I'm an actual retired Navy guy after 21 fucking years of serving this country,
They don't need you to. I've
Let me
seen
know,
it, and they
right?
trust me.
and I know that. Look, I know, but what I'm saying is though is that when it comes to the difference is between me and fucking Wrangler or Stone Vet and fucking Wrangler or Master Sergeant retired and fucking Wrangler or even and I God this fucking hurts me to say this Georgia Transparency and fucking Wrangler is that all of us, Georgia Transparency included, will show you 100% our fucking D214s or like for me I have a retired ID card. Well, I can show you that it shows me as a retired fucking vet.
Well,
He does none of that.
And here's the other thing. You know, I don't rely on or talk about my other half. He doesn't have a social media presence. He doesn't do any of this, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't like any part of that stuff.
And I get that.
But here's the thing. Well, no, right, but you know it. But you know him too. But here's the thing. He's a disabled retired vet. He's a combat disabled vet thanks to burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
9 deployments. 9. 9 deployments.
Yeah.
He's a disabled vet, service disabled. I don't hide behind it. I don't hide behind his stuff. Yeah. And that's the thing, Creed. They tried to exploit it, and that's why I lost my shit yesterday. And I posted that video. That's why I came out and said, like, even if the blowback is he tries to put out the picture of my daughter or he sends people after whatever, I don't care, because to me, I'll give up my channel right now. Like I'd give up my channel if it meant that I got to protect Griff's memory.
Yeah, 100%.
To me, saying fuck you to Wrangler and protecting the memory of an actual Marine who took his life is more important than my channel.
Now I'm telling you right now, any true vet out there has experienced this. The same thing she's talking about, the same thing she's talking about, like losing somebody. Like
it's something you live with every day.
More friends than I can count, because not because of like I have friends that are still alive today because of what happened in Iraq. Right?
Hold on,
Tex.
I got to say this though, but here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing, Raven. You served 2 years and you chaptered out on medical, but that's honorable because you're open about it. That is honorable.
Yes.
You can't help that you got out. You can't help that, but you did it and you manned up and you joined. And that's
Yes.
what's
Yes.
important. And nobody's going to take away from that. It's when you didn't make it out of boot camp because of something medical and then you lie about it. That's where the problem is. And Richard, your life isn't worthless. Nobody's life is worthless.
No.
None of them.
No.
Nobody's life is worthless.
No, Richard, it's not worthless.
And you can't give one life for another. And I've had that
No.
same exact thought. Okay. So that no, your life is not worthless. So you are valued and loved and cared about
Yes.
by this channel and by me and by everybody on my channel that is a true member of the Beastie family.
Yes.
But yeah, and that's the thing, Tim. That's why I said I'll give up my channel. I might not be a vet. I just married one. Griff was in my wedding. He was one of the first people when I stepped on base. Okay. Like literally when I stepped on base the first time, he was one of the first people I met. He looked at me and he goes, "Hey, when did you get here?" And we were out of 29 Palms. Okay. Anybody who's 29 Palms? Okay. Hills have ice country. The Manson Ranch is there. Literally,
Yeah.
you drive by the Manson
Yeah.
Ranch on the way to the
Oh, yeah.
base. It's the Hills have ice country. And there's this saying, right? And it says they're like, bring your wife or girlfriend in at night because if you try to drive them into 29 Palms during the day, they're leaving. They're not staying. Like, don't let them come during the day because
Yeah. No, 100%.
running joke.
Yep.
Like, don't. So I
Oh God.
like that's their running thing. So the first day I show up on base, and mind you, Griff, what you can't see and like the pictures of him, you could in like that one group picture. He's only like 5'7", like 5'6", 5'7". He's a little compared
Yeah,
to
he's
me.
he's my height, right?
No,
So
he's
here's
like
this
5'6".
like
Hold on, he's little. You know what I mean? Like he's short.
Yeah.
So what he did was he walks up and looks up at me because I'm taller than my other half, and he goes, "How to get you here?" And I was like, "Well, I got here like real late at night because of." Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Paul, wait. Sorry, folks. Need to get up tomorrow early. So I'm seeing what's going on now. I'm sorry I did. Like you couldn't hit him enough. This just Paul. Don't, Paul, honey. Don't. Don't hate on. I'm glad you're here, and we love having you as a part of our community. We love you.
Thank
And
you
go
for being
go
here, bro.
get up early, and I'll catch you. Another day, and send me
I
an
gotta get up
email.
early here in a minute too, because I got kids
We all
at
do.
school. So
Oh,
yeah.
so do I. So do I. It's all cool. We're all fucked tomorrow. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But Paul, definitely. I need to email you back about the one thing. Yeah, GMK. You can't believe people on YouTube harassing others over YouTube stuff. It's not like it's mine. But here's the thing, GMK. I didn't harass him over YouTube stuff. Like I didn't even address it. For how long? And you can. I took a lot of shit from people. I took a lot of shit.
I can attest.
Oh yeah,
to all this
yeah.
because-
But that's the thing. But Navy Tex tell you how much shit I took on Stone Vet and other channels. They're like, oh, she didn't, come out and speak out. No, but it doesn't mean I didn't, like, it means
Loki
it doesn't
was
mean I
the
didn't
one
support
who
him
brought
behind
me
the
to the light.
scenes. But I'm just
Loki
saying,
brought
like,
me to the light.
right. But that's not the point. What I'm saying is, like, I didn't, like, I don't do YouTube drama, and so like that's why I didn't come out and be like, hey, this
Yeah.
is what the fuck is wrong. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you also
Because
weren't a
I just
co-host on his fucking channel like others
no,
were.
I
And
was on his channel.
I
I was on his
I
channel
get why
all the
Stone
time.
Vet goes out to KFAR to an extent. To an extent,
Oh,
I get why.
well, no, I get that, and I get I have stuff to tell Stan about that, by the way, but that's not even the point.
Right. But
like
you were a special guest who knew things about weapons and all this kind of stuff that he brought
right, but
on.
I just
And
kind of stayed out of it, but then I couldn't anymore, and that's why I came out, and then to like take your YouTube drama and your little YouTube gremlins and flying monkeys and go after people and had nothing to do with it, but like your hatred for me and you're like, oh, she outed me, so I'm gonna send my flying monkeys and people to go harass a grieving family like that. Okay, I have nothing.
how
Like, they're done.
fucked is that? That's
Yes,
so
yeah,
fucked.
like there's absolutely nothing. Like
And, you
there's
know,
no
and
reason. Like there's no
I'm a Christian.
justification.
I believe in God and Jesus and all this kind of stuff. And I will say it right now, even people that don't believe, when you go out and harass a vet who has passed away from whatever reasons, family, because you don't like the woman who fucking put it up here and proved that the guy that you're fucking sucking dick for is not a vet and he's a piece of shit liar and a fucking criminal. You know what? You're evil. You are fucking evil.
Hold on. Before I forget this one, wait. Oh yeah, so Frauditor Watch. You can.
Yeah, no, yeah, I saw that. He was asking how to unsub.
Yeah, you
Or
go to
how
your
to
subscriptions page, and you click on the membership tag. You can unsubscribe, and you can remove the wrench. Has K? Yes.
remove the
So
yeah,
so
you can remove your subscription. Like you can cancel your subscription. Right?
Raven. So, I can say this with some knowledge. I don't still really like talk to him, but I can tell you there's a KFAR. There's a reason he hasn't been back on his channel. Ignore. You can ignore Wranglers always. You know, what's it called? You know, his referring to him. He
Yeah.
doesn't talk to him.
No.
Wait, I didn't do anything. I said I know.
But here's the thing. So the thing is, like,
What the
I don't.
fuck?
I know that
Oh my
KFAR
god.
has.
Hold on. Oh god.
I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous, Richard. I don't know what is wrong with these people.
What they call it? Me all kinds of names and nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no, yeah. Richard, I don't know. Like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the evil that exists.
Yep.
Right. That is the evil. I'm sorry, evil fucking exists,
Yep.
and we're seeing it on YouTube all the time with this stuff. Because like there are
But
bad people, like people I don't like.
Creed's not
But
here. Creed's got it right here.
yes,
Mhm.
yes, he did. Yeah, no, 100%.
And you could see all the shit he talked about me today earlier in the fucking chat before his thing.
And
I'm
the
not
rest of us,
welcome,
like
I'm evil.
yeah, yeah. Loki's fucking evil. Are you fucking kidding me? Calling out your fucking bullshit? No, you're fucking evil. She's calling out the fucking evil that you do, that you are, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, come Texas. I got, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you're
No. They're fucking nuts.
I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good.
So yeah, I know you're good, baby. Yeah, so here's the problem, Tim, but he did that to me. He and his little flying monkeys report me and everyone all the time for harassment and bullying, and it's fucking stupid. For a self-proclaimed vet, you'd think he'd never think of doing that. Yes, see, Alan, a self-proclaimed vet also wouldn't shoot himself and lie about it.
Like honestly, I'm putting myself up here. So here's the thing. I'm putting myself up here as an actual vet that you guys can go and verify.
Good night, Philip.
Right?
Love you. I'll talk to you later, Philip. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
So if you like go to like Mass Sergeant Retired, all right, or Stone Vet or whoever you want to go to, I am a vet, right? I'm a retired Navy guy after 21 years of service. If you want to see how it's done, to understand, for those of you who are still following Wrangler and want to see how it's done when they
Tim,
actually
hold on, wait.
verify
Tim,
an
what's your
actual vet.
question? What question? What question haven't I answered? I'm trying to see. I don't want to make sure I didn't miss one of his. You can keep going. I'm listening. You can keep talking. I got to figure out what question he said.
So if any of you out there who are still following Wrangler want to know what it's like to actually vet an actual veteran, let me know. Contact Mass Sergeant Retired. Contact Stone Vet.
Contact me. I
and
can
all
help
this
you
kind of
vet
stuff.
people.
Then contact.
Oh, he's in Oklahoma.
Loki, right?
He's in Oklahoma.
Okay. And I tell you what, I will show you how easy it is to verify my status, right?
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
That's what irritates me.
Tim,
It's so easy
he's
to
in
verify your
Oklahoma.
status.
He's in Oklahoma, although he claims he's not. Hold on. I'll just send this real quick. Here's the thing. And I'll openly like say this. I don't. Everybody that's a part of my channel knows I'm completely transparent. Like I'm not, I don't like lie about shit. Like I just don't care. Everybody knows. I've seen Navy Texas stuff. I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I will vouch for him. And someone's like, "Oh, well, you vouched for Wrangler." No, I never did. I never vouched for Wrangler. Once his shit came out, I just said until I see the official paperwork. I'm not.
Croco.
Tim, I don't know where you are, but I mean, he's close to Tex, and he's, they took that up. They took issue with that. Yeah, Croc, did you hear? Have you gotten to see all the fun?
Well, I came in much late because internet outage.
So where's this? Hold on, I gotta find the one thing. So,
Loki won't let me, but I can verify it right now. My veteran says
I will not let him. You are correct. I will not in any circumstance let him. But again, I can, in fact, confirm.
Actually, I'm right now. Shiz
You're not doing it. I will beat you.
No, I'm not doing anything. Shiz and Only Frauds can also verify this because I was in Discord with them when I showed them my stuff. So.
And hi, Carol Baskin. You're up late enjoying the stories. Yes, we have lots of stupid stories over here.
No,
Usually
Creed,
people
Creed, I don't have a need for verification. What I'm saying is that I can show you how easy it is to verify your fucking status.
Right, and there you go. Croc, I just sent you a text. Look at the picture. Oh, Tim, where are you? I want to come. 700-yard range. I'm gonna come play. Do you happen to have like 2,000 yards available? Damn. I need 2,000 available. Anybody?
I need 2,000. I'm gonna come play in your background. Come on.
I need 2,000 that are available. You see it, Croc?
Yeah, I see the image. I'm trying to read through it here.
Oh yeah, just look at the bottom. They're the screenshots.
Is this the same thing you sent me, Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Creed. Arizona. Yes, you do. Ooh. Oh, okay. I want to play. Carol Baskin. Yes, Navy Tex is your fellow Texan. Yes, he is my Navy Tex. Tim, Arizona. Ooh, I'll come play. Yeah, I need 2,000 yards to sight in my new scope.
For the scope, yeah. 2,000 for the scope, yeah.
For my new scope.
you gotta sight it in, so.
I do, since that's I mean you'll understand, but generally like if you look at any scope or something, you need 2,000. It's a parabolic, so you can. I just sighted in off of the close based on the curve, but I still like to confirm myself at 2,000. I've got a.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Not only do I cook great barbecue. Go ahead, sorry.
See, Alan, it is not a $5 trigger pull for me because I reload all my own stuff.
Loki, if I ever come visit you, not only do I barbecue everything amazing, I also make amazing dips for chips.
You're not leaving my house when you talk
about. At a guess, Loki, I'd say you probably lost that many subs.
What?
Not down 2.
My fault.
What?
The last crack there on the image.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably lost that many. I don't think you, but you're not going to lose down to 8.
I lost a couple, but I actually gained more, and he lost more because of me, because a whole bunch of Bandit. Here's the thing, Richard. What do you want me to save you from? What am I supposed to save you? Save you from what? I mean, you can come hang out with me. I have a hog pit text. Hey, I went after someone's hog the other day. Oh, a while ago. Bandit. Um, it a lot of the people that were sitting on the fence. I got messages from people yesterday. That a lot of people that were not necessarily Dickbag Patrol fans, even because I very much didn't address anything, right? At all. I just kind of said I don't associate with people because I have an FFL like that, and I kind of like walked away. But then yesterday, read last text, LOL. The last text, Richard, that I got was somebody commented and they said it was Ron, and they said that when everybody, you know, that everybody, I almost says bad. Let's see. I don't know, I must have missed something. But they said that I was gonna have like 8 subscribers. Oh, he is in. Oh, you're not. Yeah, you're in the People's Republic of California. Yeah, no. When we were there, when my other half was in 29 Palms, I was like, we can. If you put up a picture, I swear to God, I will take you off that screen. Try me.
I don't put up any pictures. I'm just
You're gonna see how much dip you've got in your mouth when you go spit. Try me. No. So yeah, Raven, I gotta say, it's actually, I can do it on my 50. I can do it on my 338 Lapua too. It is just my sight. My new scope. I got a new scope. Yes, that would be the sexy Navy text. For all the women that are single and want their text, and there you go. We got a nice single text and right there.
I just want to show everybody that it is a.
Are you wearing?
It's an undershirt here.
Oh, I thought you were wearing Okay, I thought you were wearing like a barbecue apron.
No, it's a fucking undershirt, man.
It looks
You
like a
and Matt
barbecue
Sergeant
apron.
retired, man. Like it's a fucking undershirt.
It looks like a barbecue apron.
She's not wrong.
That's because I buy good stuff.
No, it looks like a barbecue apron.
She's not wrong.
So.
I'm telling you, Tex, she's not wrong.
See, wait, Creed, front of the watch. Look at my chat.
It's a fucking.
Actually, my first
No,
impression.
excuse me, hold on. That's not. Croc, I got this. That is not even a wife beater. That looks like a fucking spaghetti strap girl's tank top or a fucking apron.
No, it's called.
No, it's not even like a beater.
Well, because it's not fucking, it's not your fucking, Walmart brand fucking Hanes thing. Because I buy good stuff.
No, you're wearing a girl's spaghetti strap tank top is what that looks like.
And I will fucking send you one, and you will know how great it is to wear something like this. It's so good.
If I were to put that on, it would be a knee-length dress on me.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna send you my size. Obviously not.
Yeah,
because if I did, damn, girl, I'm like 3 times your size.
Well, I don't know if he's wearing the Budgie Smuggler photo to watch. Navy text.
What do we say?
He's the Budgie Smuggler is also known as like the Speedo, because he's from down under. He's an Aussie.
It's just a fucking tank top.
No,
right
he asked if you were wearing like a little Speedo bottoms to go with the tank top.
Oh, okay.
That's what Frauder to watch is asking.
Wow.
All the way down. There we go. It's just.
Oh
shorts.
no.
Okay then.
It's just fucking shorts, man.
Hold on, Creed. And by the way, when you say you're gonna send me one, unless they make it in kid sizes, it's not gonna fit me. See, Alan, you got to sing that one for me. I don't sing.
You know what? I'll see it anyway. I'll send it to you anyway. Well, I mean, the problem is, and I can't send it to Wrangler either because they make it only in man sizes. So
Okay, well, no. No,
Oh, I see. I heard what you did there.
I did.
I heard what you did there. I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, but here's the thing, like, you can send it to me, it's just gonna be like knee length. I'm sorry, I wear little kid sizes. Just so you know, by the way, Croc, I was so mad today. I went looking for one of my shirts,
Oh, yeah?
and Minnie came home from school fucking wearing my shirt. You little asshole, give me that back.
That's
My
sad.
only,
honestly,
the only,
you and my sister are a lot alike because she's fucking super tiny, and my niece is starting to wear her clothes.
right, but
Yeah, but my sister's like 5, and she's like 5'4", I think, right? And she's like maybe 110, dripping wet.
yeah, well, I wear a kid's extra large shirt, so.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%, yeah. When I
Although
go
I
shopping
will,
for her, I go to the kids section. So
it's okay. Micro was real excited. You'll like. Oh, I didn't get to tell you this from Croc. You'll like this one. So Micro was super excited. She wants she wanted the match. She wanted like mommy matchy outfit, right?
Uh,
And most of them are ugly as fuck. Like you look at like the mom dresses, and I'm like, Little House on the Prairie called. They would like their stuff back.
yeah.
I don't know what. I feel like the little girl shit's cute. So we went to Old Navy and she got a dress and I got the kid's skirt that matches. Because the kid's extra large fits me, so she was all excited that we could wear matchy clothes. But now Minnie, his sneakers the same size. His sneakers are bigger than mine. I got made fun of. Yeah, Navy text. You want a really good laugh?
yes,
You know how tall I am.
yes.
My boots are a men's 5.5.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. I haven't worn
Yes.
a 5.5 in forever.
I
Thanks.
wore a 5.5 when I was like 5, I think.
Well, we're talking about an adult 5.5 at this point. So
Yes, well, my
That's what I'm
12-year-old
saying
wears the
too.
same
Yeah,
size
no,
sneakers.
I wear like 11.5 now. Roughly around 11.5. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
wear
they had, for me
5.5
they had
in duty boots.
I drove issue nuts. They had to go hunting for boots to fit me.
Hey,
how big?
oh, Tim,
Huh?
that's not nice. Wait, Tim said that's half the size of mine. It's not nice.
Usually they stock up to 12.5. I was 13.
Nice, nicely done.
Raven just said that's smaller than mine, and I am 5 foot. Yeah, I wear a men's like 5.5, maybe 6 in my duty
You got
boots.
small feet.
Yeah, and so everybody that always says that like Barbies aren't real because they would like fall over because their feet are so little compared to how tall they are. If you were to like scale them up, I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, you're the fucking Barbie. I get you.
Some of us have little
Yeah,
feet.
they're just mad because Barbie doesn't have thick ankles the way they do.
Yeah, I wear like a women's 8 at the most in sneakers.
I have hobbit feet. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I wear like a women's 8. Everyone's always like, you're really, really tall. Like, your feet should be a lot bigger. Nope. Tim, your size
Yeah.
12 duty boots. Well, here's the funny thing. Okay, I might have little tiny feet and be like, I'm really tall, but I'm very thin. But here's the thing. My brother's 6'9" and wears a 17 in shoes.
Wow.
16 and a half or 17. He's 6'9". My uncle's 7'2". I'm the family midget.
I don't feel bad. The average male in my family is 6'6". I
Right.
stopped at 5'11".
I'm the short one. I am the short one.
The funny thing is,
Scott,
I'm the shortest guy in my family for the most part. Like I'm 5'8", right?
okay,
I
well,
have
Raven,
bigger
I mean, like,
feet
I wear
than
like a
most of the guys in my
7.5 and an
family.
8 in women, so. So, I mean, your feet are
It's not
slightly.
going to be too much longer.
But
before
Raven's 5'4". we have the same size feet. Sorry. Yeah, Creed is
Yeah.
Croatian. Scotto,
Anyway, my mini
speaking of your
is
platform
almost
Converse,
as tall as I am. He's 13.
Scotto,
I'ma
speaking
kill
of your platform Converse, your black hat's almost done. You're size 11. Yeah, Tim, before you fell, you were 6'4". Yeah, my dad was 6'5" before he crushed his lower back. Yours are 13 and a half. Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, Croatians are 6.5, 7 feet, relatively common. Yeah,
And honestly, like 11 is like a most like the one that I think the most common foot length for a male in the United States. The problem I have
Jay's
is my
11.
feet are wide.
Yeah,
My feet are
Jay's
wide like a hobbit.
Jay's an 11 and a half, and he's got square feet too.
Yeah, and
The
it
hobbit.
sucks.
Ow, Tim! What did you fall off of? That's like
Jesus,
6
yeah.
inches. What did you
Damn.
do? Where's the rest of you? Father, watch. You are 6'1", and you should look up at your youngest daughter. Yeah, I
How
am.
tall
I
is your
am.
youngest daughter?
George.
Hmm?
George.
I mean, I am almost. I'm almost 6 feet tall, and I'm the short one. Yeah, our tallest is 7'2". Ooh, 14 feet, and you crushed your back. Ouch. How did? Ow, not cool.
Damn, that sucks.
No. Frodo,
Not
watch.
how
They were
old,
asking
like
how tall. That if you're 6'1", you have to look up at her. How tall is she?
Because
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, Friday watch when I was in. So I have a friend of mine who's a Navy chief, right? And she's 6'1", and she was like the tallest female I'd ever met in my entire life until I went to Guantanamo Bay. I met a female sergeant in the army who was 6'4", right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I go to. So there's like the clothing store Buckle at the
Yeah.
mall.
Yeah.
Even though like I'm way too old to be wearing the majority of their clothing.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like for like way younger. They sell.
Oh damn, Friday watch. That's
Yes.
awesome.
They sell extra long jeans. They sell jeans with a 42-inch inseam
Yeah.
Ouch.
at Buckle, and that's where I have to get like most of my jeans. Oh wait, Craig said he's Google. He's 5'11". His significant other is 6'2". Yeah, right
I don't
around.
understand. So this is one thing I don't understand because Loki, you and I talked about this. Like your husband's my height, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't understand these guys who have issues dating taller women. Like, I don't
Ouch,
get it.
Tim.
Because they feel intimidated. No, really.
It's silly.
Hold on.
It's so silly. Like
Fraud
you're
to
right
watch-
at the boobs.
For her
man.
to watch, if she's 19, then she probably doesn't have about 2 years left to grow, and she's probably close to done. I was 5'8" when I was a freshman in high school. So, Raven, don't feel really short. My best friend Brandy, like my college best friend Brandy, is 5'1", and so like that was like the running joke. But my brother's 6'9". His ex-wife was 4'11". There were lots of jokes made.
Well, and the funny thing
Lots
is, like,
of them.
so I'm 5'8", but I'm built like a spark plug, right? And so I have like super wide shoulders, right?
Yeah, I
And-
mean, look at the person I'm married to. His blues jacket's a 52.
Yeah,
Ow.
yeah. Mine's a 54.
He's
like
a
that jacket,
52,
yeah.
but he has got a I think like a 30. He had a 34-inch waist when he was still active duty.
My jacket is a 54 coming across because of my chest.
Yeah, and that's him. He's just square. Dating
Yeah.
tall women comes with its own logistical and geometric challenges. Creed, it does not. And
No, it
everybody,
doesn't.
this was like my favorite. I gotta say this. This as being a tall person, I live in heels, right? I live in them because I'm the short person in my family. So I like 4-inch heels, 5-inch heels all the time because I'm short. My brother, like my nickname, my dad called me Mouse. Like I'm the family midget, okay? So I always wear high heels. And somebody said to Jay the one day, they were like, well, aren't you mad that she's like tall and wears heels and doesn't that, because, oh, we're going to be insecure. And
No,
he's like, no, he goes, I'm
because
eye
he's a
level.
real man.
His exact words were, no, it's not even that. His exact words were, I am eye level with her boobs and she can't yell at me for talking to her chest.
Yep.
That's for one. Yeah.
Well,
He goes,
I'll give you a story.
and
I'll give you a
then
story.
this was the other one. And then he goes, and for two, he goes, I can just like watch straight ahead, look down, and suffocate myself. And I was like, you're an
Well,
asshole.
So I'll give you a high school story, right? So
What is
I've been
wrong with you?
5'8". I've been 5'8" forever, right? And when I was in high school, I was in choir and show choir and all this kind of stuff because outside of playing football, I always like to sing and dance.
Hold on, Creed. Everybody laying down shouldn't be hard logistically. You should be fine. Keep going.
So when I was in choir, there was a guy who was in there who was one of the basketball players. He was 6'7", right? And he was talking some smack one day, and I said, "Well, come over here, Bubba, and I'll show you what I can do being 5'8". And he's like, "What?" So I laid him across my back. Fireman carried him, right? I put him across my back, and I grabbed him, and I squatted him 7 times.
Whew.
Yeah, we had this entire like laughing fit the one day. My brother was like super upset because he would like always fail PFT type things. I go,
Yeah.
hey, my brother's the world's biggest nerd, so I mean like that's not even the issue. But because he's like, I'm at 6'9", pull-ups are a bitch.
Yeah, it's a
The
bitch.
amount of distance.
Push-ups are a bitch. Yeah, one thing that's nice about being shorter is that push-ups are easier.
And wait, if you're built like my other half, you have the same advantage when it comes to sit-ups.
Yeah.
You don't got far to go.
No.
Not nearly. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Creed, you're both laying down, so it shouldn't be hard. But Jay, someone was like, "Oh, aren't you upset she's so tall?" And he's like, "No, I don't get yelled at for talking to her boobs. Just looking straight ahead."
But who the fuck's gonna have a problem with that? Like, I'm telling you, like right now, if you're a real man, right, and you date a gorgeous woman, and she's taller than you, and you have a problem with that's your own issue, man. This you not being comfortable with who you are because, like Rodney Carrington is a comedian from Oklahoma, right, and he's like 5 foot fucking 2. And he made a joke one time. He said, "You know what? I'd like to be tall like these other guys." But he goes, "You know what? I'm funny. If I was tall, I'd probably be stupid." Right?
See, Alan's 6'1". Your best friend. You have a lower center of gravity. Yeah. At that height, moving's a challenge. My stepfather is 2 meters something tall, and that's a lot of weight to move
That's what
around.
made me good at football because I had a low center of gravity, right? So when I hit these guys who were like 6'1", 6'2", I got lower than they did, right? Same thing with jiu-jitsu and everything else.
Here's the thing, and that's what's funny. So you know how like earlier we were saying that all the people that like on SWAT things are like, I'm gonna go through the girl.
Yeah.
And I'm little, and they don't understand. Well, it's not just that. Well, yeah, I mean, like to pick the littlest person and be like, she's gonna be the easy one. Like, no, try me. But that's not even it. Well, it's the lower center. So women naturally, like, a man's center of gravity is at your shoulders.
Yeah.
A woman's center of gravity is at my hips, or my waist, not at my shoulders. So, even playing hockey and football, like I can get up and under someone, and being as tall as I am, I got leverage.
The one thing I learned being
and
5'8",
here's the thing. But here's the thing. It just doesn't matter. Like, some of it isn't even just height. So, okay, here's. Oh, you're gonna laugh. Maybe Tex will laugh. Some people are gonna come up with some dirty comments. I can tell you right now. I know this. So the inseam on my jeans, I have a 38-inch inseam on my jeans.
Damn.
It's the same as my 6'9" brother. I got some really long legs.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that. I 100% get that. But the one
But
thing
that's
like,
what I'm saying. So really, really long legs. So that's the thing. Like I can get up and under, and then I'll just stand up, and everyone, because I got the leverage with my legs. Everyone's like, okay. Yep.
And you're the one person. Like if we ever fought jiu-jitsu, you and I, right? The one thing I would do with jujitsu whenever I fought you is I would make sure that you can never get the lock in, right? On like a any kind of hold. Because the moment you get that lock in with them long legs, I'm done. Right? Like
Yeah.
I outweigh you by, at least 100 pounds, right? And the problem
Probably a
is the
bit more.
moment you no, I mean, because you're like what? How much you weigh right now, Loki?
Me, 135.
Yeah. So I outweigh you by 105 pounds at the moment.
Told you it
right?
was a little bit more.
Well,
I
105,
kid,
yeah,
I
whatever.
kid.
The problem is the thing I'm able to do with her, she can get the lock in, but I can like pick her up off the ground, right?
But here's the thing, jujitsu, krav, any of those, the problem is you might be able to pick me up off the ground, but I am very good at doing the I mean, and you've done krav panim al panim, so you
Yeah.
know that there's the one nifty krav move where essentially you jump and you take them down with the arm, the leg to the the
Yeah, the
lock
arm bar.
from
Yep.
standing. So I will go. I
Well,
tend to do that. And yeah, if I do a leg, a leg sweep is from a distance. No, I have the advantage of that. Not
I've
only do I have the reach, but I mean I'm a hockey goaltender, so
so
it's virtually impossible to submit me to try to lock out my joints because I have slingot eelers and I'm a
so one
goalie.
thing I learned,
I'm super
one thing I learned
flexible.
about
I
when I
slide
when
out.
I was doing jujitsu and I was then doing crop and nemo panim, one thing I learned is that as a like a bigger guy, right? When I was doing these aspects, and you would get like that kind of like lock arm aspect right on me, is that if I didn't react with my strength fast enough, you're gonna get the lock, right?
Hmm.
But if I reacted fast enough to where I knew what you were trying to do, and I could get my hand up in right to the leg or whatever and break it apart, my strength in that aspect was a benefit. But if I didn't get it fast enough and you got the lock in, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I've actually had times where guys got me into an arm bar and I actually pulled it back because they couldn't hold my arm back, right? And but it was
I
only
haven't weighed
because I
135 since
reacted
grade school.
initially, right?
Oh,
I knew
sorry.
what they were going to do. I
I'm
felt what
just
they were going
giggling
to
at
do.
I'm laughing at the I haven't weighed 135 since the service. I haven't weighed 135 since grade school. Um, yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Lucky, I want to tell you right now, Lucky, I would love to have a like a friendly jujitsu match with you, like 100%.
Oh, I mean, we can, but I can I can tell you, you're gonna have. So this has always been one of my, and you'll laugh. So here's the thing, right? I don't look particularly dangerous.
That's why I want to have this because the thing
Well,
is, I,
here,
I would love
but
to
here,
like
hold
videotape
on.
it because the thing is, like, I'm a big guy and I
I
would
don't look
love to,
right, but
yeah,
here's the thing. Like, I don't look particularly dangerous, especially like in a dress or heels or like leather
yeah.
pants and like heels or whatever, dressed up, all girlied. So I'm notorious because I love me some men. I do. But y'all get real stupid when there's boobs and high heels, and you guys let me real close into you. You will let me
Yeah, that's
into
what I'm saying. Like, I
your
would love,
you will let me into your personal space faster
right.
than anything. And so that's a problem. I'm notorious for like I would walk in, okay. I'd like I'll go up to someone if we're doing something trying to be kind of slick with it, and I'll get real close, and then by the time that I'm in with my hands near your waist, you're screwed
Well, my thing is that's my thing
because
though is
I'm
that
inside everybody's guard.
knowing you, right, and all this kind of stuff, I would love for us to get together and actually film it and no matter what happens, show that women like even with jujitsu, right?
Oh,
Or
right. Kicking about
bring out
this.
the crop panim while panim, right? With jujitsu, the woman who is 6 foot tall, 100 and whatever pounds, right?
135.
Take on a guy who is literally like 240 pounds, centered on the earth, right?
Yeah.
And
I
have
win.
this ability, right?
Oh,
Like I
yeah,
would,
Creed. Things get clipped out of context all the time.
yeah, I
Oh.
know. But what I'm saying is like I would love to have that match with you because one, it's going to show what women can do when it comes to jiu-jitsu, and also going to show that there's an aspect of the difference between men and women when it comes to actual power and things like that. So it depends on what you do to what I do, right? Because the one thing I've learned about jiu-jitsu when I
Hold on.
train jiu-jitsu and all this kind of stuff,
Tim.
don't take your partner for granted.
Tim. I have 34-inch hips, a 34-inch like chest, and a 21-inch waist.
Yeah.
And
Once again,
yes,
Barbie proportions.
what? Yeah,
Barbie,
I have the 20.
that's
Wait,
very
here's the
Barbie.
thing. I have the 21-inch waist, which is hysterical because it's the same as Jay's quad.
Nice.
When he
Well,
was
what I'm
a,
saying is, like, I would
like,
love to have like
but think about your
jiu-jitsu
quads.
fight with you.
I know, but think about your quads. Measure it wise, it's probably close to my
Yeah,
waist.
no, I know. My quads are not that big, but they're big enough. Yeah, bigger than your
Everyone's
waist.
always like, "Where's the red?" Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Somebody thought I was fat the other day. Carol's not surprised I have such a tiny waist. Yeah, I'm just not a big.
Well, and I'm gonna say something right now. Like
Creed, I
people,
don't. What would my in centimeters? Hold on. I gotta. You keep talking. I gotta look at something in centimeters.
okay.
Just for
So some
Creed.
people would say Navy techs, you're 5'8", like 239, 40 pounds, right? Why would you take on someone like Loki? Because if you understand jujitsu, you understand the way things work, it does not matter how big you are. It matters how well you execute the actual art of jujitsu, right? And so I would 100% take her on in a battle, right? And the one thing that is to her advantage is that she has long limbs and can do things that I can't do as a shorter guy, right? But I would love to see what happens when it comes to her limbs and my strength and then back and forth and the locks and all this kind of stuff that she can do, right? So it'd be fun. I would love if we were meet up. You come to Texas.
Oh, we'll
We
meet
were
up.
meet up. I
I'll
would
be there. Don't
love.
worry.
Yeah. We'll set it live and have a jiu-jitsu match.
That'll probably end well. Hold on.
You're probably going to beat me depending on what you use, but the thing is that it one of the things that I've always been a big fan of is, and Loki, I told you this before, right? Is that
Hold on, wait.
I'm a big fan of jiu-jitsu for women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So any woman out there, you talk about self-defense and all this kind of stuff. You want true self-defense? Learn jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I am a crap thing. So Creed, my waist is about 56 centimeters.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, obviously better looking than me. Like 100%.
There you go.
Like she's fucking Maxim model.
There you
Come on
go.
now.
Creed, 56 centimeters. Yep, there you go. 56 centimeters. Wait, my waist is smaller than your arm. I'm sorry.
I mean, Tim, I'm a retired Navy guy with the fucking beard. Like she is compared to me, like she's fucking. Well, I say Maxim standards, but she's been in Maxim, so
I've been a
yeah.
Maxim FH. The best thing, and it sounds stupid, but the best general freedom fractions. Yeah, the best kind of. Someone asked me like, "What night, Papa? I'll call you tomorrow. I love you." Somebody
Good night.
asked me like,
CCW. Good night, brother.
people always ask me like, "What is the best
Hi,
person to
Rabbi.
kind of like compare me?" You know what I mean? Like in their mind, looks like measurements wise. I pretty much match like Alessandro D'Ambrosio, Candace Swanepoel, any of
Yeah.
the Victoria's Secret
Yeah.
angels.
So all my crushes
So
when I was a
yeah,
kid.
close to
Yeah.
6 feet
Yeah.
tall and about 135 pounds. Yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of match
No.
measurement wise to
You're
most of the
fucking killing me
Victoria's
right
Secret
now.
girls.
Yeah. 100%.
Right, but the thing is, I might be killing you, but you should see when I show up to arrest people, okay? Or I
Which would
show up
just
just
like I
shoot
mean
things.
it's
Everybody's always like,
like
"What is
a
with?" Everybody's always like, "Yeah, okay, wait." Croc has heard this one, right? Croc is going to laugh at this one because he's heard this one. Somebody, we got a call one day for a 911 call, and I showed up and I was like, "Hey, what's?" Someone goes, "Are you a stripper?" I'm like, "Yes." You called 911 for someone shot, and they sent you a stripper. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Well, why do you have a gun? Because I have a badge too. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Wait. Why do y'all measure height in low numbers and weight in big numbers? I don't know. Creed, it's not demoralizing. Y'all saw pictures of me pregnant. I
Mhm.
don't care. I have openly showed you guys what I looked like pregnant the day I was gonna deliver. Still had my waist and my six pack and the hip dip or whatever you call it, a little V cut at the waist, at the hips. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't care. Um, I'm incredibly lucky, and that's the other thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're so like." This is my pet peeve. And right now, if I know I do, I was very much pregnant. Thank you, and I got made fun of by my doctor. His exact words were, "Congratulations, you look like you ate Chipotle." Thanks, fuck you. Here for my C-section. Here's my thing, and this, and I've been accused of this, just so you know. Carson, you didn't miss anything, sort of. See, Alan, Steven Seagal, lawman. Yes, see, Alan, I show up and people don't. They think I'm either a stripper that's there dressed as a cop, or they have no like. I can walk up to gang members. I can walk up to convicted felons. People that would generally have a security presence, and they don't have any problem with letting me like get real close into them, and then they realize that's probably a bad idea. But no, not even that.
You should tell the new folks the scooter story.
No, we'll get there. But no, like it's like, hey, whatever. Um yeah, I got in trouble for someone said I was like fat shaming, and I'm not. And this has nothing to do with it. But it drives me crazy when everybody sees like Victoria's Secret models, or they see people like me and they're like, "You perpetuate an unrealistic beauty standard." No, I don't. I eat like crap. I don't live off. Ask Croc. I eat whatever the fuck I want.
Yep.
Like, I honestly, I'm just genetically blessed. I am not. You know, I'm genetically blessed. It has nothing to do. Well, Tim, somebody once, I said that I hate when people claim, unrealistic, that I am pushing an unrealistic beauty standard. And, people like me and Maxim, I give girls a complex and an unrealistic beauty standard, and I try to force them into something unrealistic, and that gives them an eating disorder or whatever bullshit. No, it doesn't. And, not all of us have to like diet and work out 24/7 to be built this way. Much like Navy techs and my other half are both built like, squares. Doors, fire hydrants, take your pick. They both, if you were to like put them on a BMI chart, would be listed as like morbidly obese, even though that they're just like square and muscle. I'm not
that's actually not me.
right, but
Yeah.
Tim, like that's the thing, like that's what makes us unique, and it doesn't bother me, but like it drives me crazy because there's like with the like, and this isn't to sound bad, it's like the body positivity thing. Everyone's like, oh, body positivity, you present an unrealistic beauty standard, you present an unrealistic body
Well,
standard. No, I don't. This is literally just what I'm built like.
exactly.
I could not, even pregnant, I was not bigger than a women's size 8.
Well, and I'll put it this way: like I can work out, like so. The way I work out, right? If I work out for a month in a row, right? I put on massive amounts of muscle, right? Like
So
I get defined, right? I get all this kind of stuff. Like I'm not a small guy, right? But if I
but
work out for a couple, a couple weeks in a row, there are guys at the gym that are like, man, you fucking bulked up, right?
yeah, and you're like my other half. You put on a ton of size, but you don't get incredibly like defined because it's like
Exactly,
that short
but I
square
do
build.
get like I get certain definition, right?
Right, but
Because
he
my
like
definition starts coming in to an
right, but
extent.
you're not gonna have like the ripped six pack because you're
Yes,
square
yes.
and you're barrel chested, and he's the same way. But I mean, he had
And then
like a
there, and then people would be
54-inch
like, well,
jack. Yeah,
what are you taking, right? I'm not
right,
taking
and
anything.
and
I'm
he's
just
the
like
same. But
working out.
here's the thing, like when he was at Keesler, or kind of towards the end of his career, he had like a 32-inch waist, or 34-inch, but he had like a 54, 56-inch chest and
Yeah.
jacket. He was a big triangle, right? But
Yes.
here's the thing, he when he was in boot camp in the Marines, I think he was 165, 170 pounds.
I was when
But
I
that,
graduated
but
boot
here's the
camp from the
thing,
Navy. Yeah.
he was real tiny, like in, right when he got out of Paris Island. But then when he went back to Paris Island as a DI, yeah, he dropped weight, but I don't think he was ever less than like 175, 180 because he puts on muscle so easily.
So I'm gonna tell you a story, right? When I got out of the boot camp in the Navy, right, I was 190 pounds. Okay, I looked like a Holocaust survivor to an extent,
Oh
based
yeah,
on what I
he
was
looked
before.
super skinny
Because
too.
yeah, I was like, but I was 190 pounds, super skinny, right? I had a 31-inch waist, and I was 190 pounds. I'm trying to tell people like this is what happens. Like I'm 240 right now, and I'm look healthy, right? I'm 5'8", but that's because that's the way my body carries fucking weight and muscle,
Unfortunately
right?
for me, the thinnest I've ever been is 108 pounds at this height.
Oh my god, you look like a fucking skeleton.
Yeah, it was after my cancer. I was like I was just
Makes
under a
sense.
hundred.
Makes
I was,
sense.
I
Yeah,
was just
makes sense.
under 110 pounds. But I mean, the thing is, like, I wear a 0, like a size 0 now, maybe a 2.
Yeah.
So
But what I'm saying is like
I
just
don't look
because like
healthy.
your weight means nothing, right? Because I can be, right now, if I was 220 pounds at 5'8", they would classify me as overweight, right? But I would be solid fucking muscle.
Yeah,
That's
but
why the military does more than mathematics when
no, they don't. Well, it depends on the branch. Marines and Navy will tape
No,
you.
the military is fucked up when it comes to their
Yeah,
their
if you
like
don't make,
waist and their
I can
yeah,
tell you,
it's
Marine Corps, if you don't make your weight, they tape you. Someone like Tex or my other
Navy's the same way. Navy's the same way. I've been taped my entire career.
right, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like J tapes way under easily because of build.
Yeah.
But it has to do with your build. But I drop tons of weight really easily. Like everybody's been asking lately, like why you don't see me on screen and why I'm generally like my avatar. Um, that would be because right now I've dropped a little bit of weight just because I've been doing the greatest like health wise, and I look scary skinny. My
Yeah.
face, I have no, Navy Tex has seen me on screen a couple times, like when I've called him. My face, like I look sunken in and hollow, and so I don't look healthy. So that's generally why. But they tape you. Creed, what they do is they take they check they your chest measurement and your waist, and they subtract them,
Yeah.
and you have to be under a certain amount. Yeah, I mean, fraud or watch. I'm 135 pounds and an inch shorter than you, and that's on a good day. There you go. Show you the big sexy muscles in. Hold on, big sexy muscles in his apron, in his womanly tank top
My
with the nice square, the nice square neckline. Croc,
Right.
I think I should go with the square neckline for something next. What do you think? Nice tank top. I'll
Yeah.
go borrow. I'll borrow Jim's shirt.
I don't know if the straps were a little thinner, my wife would be wearing that.
That's
She's wearing
It's a
something.
fucking wife beater, bro.
no, it's not.
It literally is. It literally
It's
is. It's a
not,
fucking square
no.
neck wife beater. Yeah.
It's not. It's not an A shirt.
Why does it look like my wife's camis?
Well, I don't know why, because I know what your wife wears.
Belle will beat your ass.
Oh yeah.
Belle is.
She's like that.
She's kind of scary. She's
You
kind of
know.
scary to me. No. Tex, wait, Tex, shave your head and you can be my twin. My goatee is longer. Fodder to watch that. It's an apron from the dollar store.
I don't have a goatee. I have a beard.
Well, right. I think he just meant in general. His goatee is longer than your beard.
Oh, because I trim it. Like I trim my beard, make it look nice.
Okay, that's not a wife beater. No, see, yeah, Raven, that's like not the A shirt. So Jimmy, here's the thing. I think I'm supposed to be speaking in November. Well, next year. I know I'll be there, but I'm coming down to Texas. Guys, what do you think? Loki visiting Texas. How's that gonna go? Wait,
Hell
Tex,
yeah.
you gotta
Wow.
promise me. You gotta promise me one thing if I come visit you in Texas. I want to go to Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's.
No, yeah,
Like,
we're going.
it's
I'll
fucking
take you to
epic.
Buc-ee's.
I love
Yeah.
Buc-ee's.
Well, I'm
Buc-ee's is
supposed to.
epic.
Down around
I'm
Dallas,
actually
I'll take
supposed
you.
to be
I'll
in
take you to
Texas
Buc-ee's.
coming
Yeah.
July.
Oh, what are you going to Texas
Well,
for?
I tell you what. I tell you what. This when you come down here, we'll go through not only Buc-ee's but my workout routine. I'll take you to my
Okay.
gym.
I'll
Right?
take you to.
I'll take you to my gym. We'll go through my workout routine.
Okay, I'll go through your workout routine as long as you go through mine.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Croc, are
You're
you going to
you
videotape
are-
that?
You're gonna regret saying that, by the way.
You know what? Here's the funny thing. I know. I used to work out with a girl who was SWIC qualified, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had a 4-hour workout routine. So
No,
yeah, come
that's
on.
not it. You forget I'm a goaltender.
Ugh.
There is fraud or watch. We will, because here's the thing, Tim. We will. You know why? Here's my favorite thing. I'm a goalie. What are goalies notorious for? We are flexible as fuck.
I'll
And
work
more
on my
than willing to
flexibility.
get in,
Yes, I will.
and more than happy to get into the local scrap.
Right, we do like to fight, but we're also really, really flexible.
So we're gonna go like when you come to my hometown. If you come to my hometown, we're gonna go to an old school gym. Yeah.
You do know you're going to get laughed at when you walk in with me, right?
Well, it depends on who's there. Like they know me, so
Right, I work out in Under Armour 3-inch inseam, super short fucking spandex
yeah.
with
No, I
a
get
sports
you.
bra.
I
They're
get
gonna,
you. Like this is small
and I
town
have a
gym.
giant bloody human heart tattooed on my back.
I've seen that.
It's a small town gym. I'm telling you. Like I know these people because I grew up here.
It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with small town gym. It doesn't matter where I go. The really tall chick gets a lot of real bizarre attention.
You'll be fine. Trust me.
Okay. Until like I'm standing there with my knee over your shoulder and being like, "Come on, it's time to stretch. Let's go."
Telling
Darling, you'll be good. You'll be
you,
good.
you
They're
might
gonna
not.
look. Don't get me wrong.
You're
They're
gonna
gonna
regret
look.
agreeing to that.
And then but yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah.
No, I generally yeah. Like Jay and I went to the gym the one day and he was like, "What the fuck?"
I have got to go to bed because I get kids up in the
Yep,
morning.
you
So
go to bed. I'm going to bed. Fraud or watch. Trolling what? Have they really fraud or watch? No. So only
What?
frauds. He is not trolling. Um, only frauds. He has seen a light.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Fraud or watch is not trolling. Only frauds. He has seen a light.
Before I watch, have you seen a light and you're coming over here like generally like like I said, as a vet myself, um,
Only
as someone who
frauds.
had to see the light themselves because Loki brought me all the videos and all this kind of
Because
stuff.
that's the only frauds. Here's the big difference in general. The people that some I've got after my stream yesterday, only frauds. I got messages from quite a few people that were in the Wrangler camp that walked away after the stream yesterday.
Yeah,
Now, that being said, Ron Klutzer and several of them did fucking double down and go,
Ron can go fuck himself. And I offered the same thing I offered to Ringler, I offered to Ron. So if you feel the need to get fucking froggy, come
right.
Texas, brother.
But I'm just saying, um, 98 HKG saw the light yesterday, and a couple others, only
Good,
frauds.
good, good. Well, and the only frog
Because
sees
here's
that,
the
like,
difference, and that's what I'm saying. Like the difference that I think people don't realize is because I'm not in the drama sphere of all of it and in the frauditing community.
right.
When I took the hard stance, people were like, "Hold on, wait." So people that were on the fence were just kind of like, "Well, if
Wait a
she's coming out and taking that stance," when I generally don't. Tim, I
Yeah.
will come to Oklahoma, or no, sorry, you're in Arizona. I'll come to Arizona. We'll hang out on the ranch. I can work a ranch. I'm good at that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good
Well,
at all
and
that.
the reason I go with, one of the reasons I go out and do stuff on, like, Master Sergeant retired or Stone Vet or fucking Wally is because the thing is that I was on his channel and he used me as legitimacy for his fucking bullshit. And no more. No more shall that happen.
Tim, I am glad that you're here. We love having you here. We
And
love.
Loki, if it wasn't for Loki, like fucking, like beat me down, be like, I know you got real life stuff going on, you're taking care of like niece and nephew and all this kind of stuff. You gotta fucking watch this stuff, and I did, and I was
Well,
like, oh, bro,
because my issue with you, Tex, was I mean, you're Navy, you're a good guy. You kind of run in the same circles Jay did in the Navy with the subs.
yeah, yeah,
So the fellow bubblehead thing. But I knew you were pursuing, a law enforcement career, and I knew your association with him would, be a problem. See
yeah,
if I to watch. You know what I mean? I knew it was.
yeah. You were
You know what I
helping me,
mean?
100%. Yeah, you were helping me 100%.
I was worried that
And
it would come back out your career, and I mean, like now that more and more's come out, you can see
well,
what
and
my
now that
point
I
was.
know that he is like 100% stone valor,
Not even
not
that.
to
He's
mention the rest of the shit that's going on. Like I have, we talked about it the other night, but I have friends who, I had a friend who, hmm, give me a second.
don't worry about it, babe. Bad places, we know.
He was always like taller than me, right? He was like 6'4" and all this kind of stuff. We used to make jokes about it, right? And he went to Iraq. He was in the Navy and I deployed to Iraq, right? And he was literally sitting on a fucking wall when they attacked, right?
Yeah.
Smoking a cigarette. And the fucking bomb hit and it blew straight up and took off his legs, right? And
Yeah.
so he comes back with no legs, like knee down, no legs, right? And he comes back into to our sphere, and everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and all this kind of stuff. And the one thing I needed to say to him was this: I was like, now, motherfucker, I'm taller than you,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
And I said that because that's what he needed to hear, because he was so tired of hearing all the thank you for this and third. What he wanted to hear was some fucking, real shit from someone he knew, right?
Tim, game on. As long as I can come, like, revolvers, Old West. We'll go with the Wild Wild West for the shootout.
Oh
No,
yeah, we got some. Yeah, we can do that stuff too. But
no,
the thing was is that he laughed, right? Because he
yeah.
was so like embarrassed by all the thank you for all this kind of stuff. That when I told him, I was like, now I'm telling you, that he fucking loved it. We're best friends to this day, right? And the fact that Wrangler, Mike Kaiser, decides to fucking abuse this ability. I mean,
It's a low
I
blow.
can't tell you what it does to me, right?
Well, no, I mean, Raven, that's the thing. Raven, I have the same general, like, watch what you want, and I don't care. And that's why I didn't come out against it. But when you take things to a certain level, like, there's a problem. And the reason I interfered with, like, text is, if you're in a law enforcement career, some careers, I mean, you haven't been in the military, who you associate with can come back to bite you in the ass, like career-wise, because you can't associate with certain people. I didn't care what people did when it came to like watching Wrangler, watching Stone Pet, watching like whoever. Like, y'all watch what we want to watch. It doesn't matter. I stay in my lane here, dealing with guns and shit. But I came out of my lane and had to open my mouth when you are generally a bad human being. Like, when you are objectively a bad person, then there's a problem. And when you are taking people and scamming them for money, and you are putting, you're doing all of this shit that's like skirting the edge of the law and it's making you a shitty person, then someone's gonna have to call you out. And when people were calling him out, like Stoned It and everyone turned it into this drama circus and these two different camps, and they sensationalized it. And all it did, oh, I know you, but I'm just saying, like, all it did by sensationalizing it was it made the people in Wrangler's camp who hated, Shiz and Stoned Vet and like their general,
Just
or
made him like angry.
yeah, it just made them like double down and stick by him harder because they were being dicks. Like, you're sensationalizing things and you polarize people.
He is stolen valor. Like
But
as a vet, I would say he is stolen
he
valor.
is. But Stoned Vet's approach to some of it is not as, they both. Y'all are both polarizing.
Yeah,
And so until like someone like me who's a little bit more neutral, like, I'm polarizing in other ways. People fucking hate me and that's fine. But
You're allowed to.
and I don't really care, but when you have to cut, like, when you have someone that in general is not a dramatic person, a little bit more neutral, it comes out and be like, okay, hold on, like, this is a problem. That's the issue.
yeah. All right.
That's when you're like, fuck it all. I'm gonna go to
Loki,
bed. You go to bed. We're
love
all
you to
going
death.
to
I
bed. I
gotta
love
go.
you. I'll talk
Yeah.
to you tomorrow. Have fun with the niece and nephew. I'll talk to you in the morning.
All right.
Night,
Sounds
Crocky.
good.
Not
Good
everyone.
night, y'all.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
I'm fucked. I got up in like 3 hours. God damn it.
Oh man. 3.5 hour. Another 3.5 hour lunch stream. I think yesterday's was 4 and change.
No, it wasn't. Not even close. But
No?
I'm in no, like 2.5.
It was a
But,
lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, tonight I wasn't even going to until fucking Ron and people came after me.
Oh, jeez. I did not actually discover what the hell it was that pissed you off so badly.
What now?
Like, that prompted this stream.
Tonight? Oh,
Yeah.
that would be because. So, Ron last night, remember, he was like, fuck you.
Yep.
So then they had this, like, I sent you the text of like all the shit they were talking, right? You know, about today, about my stream, I'm not welcome, this, that, and the other. But they went on, they took, the reason my stream from yesterday is down is they went on, a bunch of them took the stream and figured out what Griff's Facebook page was.
Oh,
and sent
jeez.
hundreds of messages to the memorial page
Okay, you know
on
what?
his on his
need to
birthday.
fuck all. Yeah, these guys need to fuck all of the off.
Yeah, so they all went and they that's why they take it down. They went after like to Griff's family to talk shit. I got a whole bunch of messages early this morning about it. That they went and fucking tried to bring this YouTube drama and troll his fucking memorial.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, and then I got told by Ron and people to go unalive myself.
That is very unethical.
I wouldn't worry about his ethical because where is it? Hold on. You
Well,
weren't
okay,
here.
I forget. This is Wrangler we're talking about.
Well, that's okay. Hold on. Let me pull back the one thing that Paul GMK pulled it up for me, or was it Paul? One of the two of them. GMK maybe? Hold on, I gotta grab it. Where is this? Hold on, I gotta find it. I gotta scroll the fucking way up too. Because it was before the gun talk. Where are we? Oh, here we go. I think it's up here. Where is it? Here we go. Wait, where is this? Where did I lose it? Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, it's so hard to like find whole things. Because it's from fucking like hours ago. That killed me. Okay, where did you put it? God damn it. No, I can't fucking find it. God damn it. Hold on, I can find it this way. Give me 1 second.
Hate it when that happens.
What?
I hate it when that happens. You're like, you know exactly where it is. You just can't.
Here we go. Here we go.
Found it? Cool.
Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. Are you ready? Are you ready to see? Here, you ready to see why I Oh, thank you, Bandit. That's super sweet of you. Thank you, Bandit. That is so sweet. I will most definitely need to caffeinate myself. Hold on. This is why after I found this out today, and after Ron's fucking behavior yesterday, I don't really give a flying fuck. There we go. A Missoula attorney who unsuccessfully sought another judge to hear civil case he filed last year has pled no contest to making threats against the judge in an apparent attempt to get her to recuse herself. Ronald Mark Klotzer was initially charged with felony threats or improper influence in official and political matters for threatening District Judge Karen Townsend on his Facebook page. Court records say a friend concerned about Klotzer's mental state showed police his statements threatening to hurt Townsend and damage her house. Wednesday, he pled no contest to the misdemeanor. Oh no, guess what? He was forced to give up his bar license.
Oh,
Up
yeah.
there you go.
Our license is a thing.
Yeah, he he lost
Even
his
John at that point is going,
yeah,
ouch.
so now he lives in Arizona, but no, he's not actually a lawyer. He lost his right to practice law because of that. So there you go. There you go. How's that?
Wow.
Oops.
And I kind of, honestly, I kind of have a hard time thinking about what it would take what kind of critter would actually openly defend Wrangler at this point. I mean, maybe I'm just stupid.
Yeah, well, a bunch of the people that were kind of hardcore defending him, even up to yesterday, 98 HKG, a whole bunch of people all walked away after the stream. So, although I did like that, I'm gonna like to have 8 subscribers. Yeah, no, I'll last longer than you all fucked hard. But
well, considering that a large part of your fan base isn't actually all that concerned with the Wrangler.
Yeah, I know.
And you didn't get that many subscribers from him.
No.
You really didn't.
No, I didn't. I got more from
John.
Well, I got a bunch from John, but I actually got the most from oh my god, what's his name? Chris Rayner, Dr. Rayner.
Yep.
I
You
got a bunch
didn't get anything from me, but then no.
No, I got a bunch from Dr. Rayner. I also got a bunch from shockingly the uncivil law drama and what's his name from Australia.
Ah, yes. Yeah, there were
Madcore.
From Uncivil Land.
Uncivil Land and Madcore and LawTube. I got like 12. Yeah, I mean, the views with that whole debacle, I think it was getting like 1,200, 1,300. Yeah, Dr. Rayner was the doctor. I got a bunch from his channel after I was on his channel talking about the drugs and stuff. But I got a bunch of ones from the Lawlands too. So, but
the land of the law. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like popped back into a stream yesterday just to watch, and it was fucking. I mean, when I was on Andrew's channel on Legal Mindsets. I happened to watch part of one of Mindset streams because apparently Kurt lost his shit on Megan or whatever her name is again. Like there was another fucking anti-woman meltdown, which I thought was hysterical. I watched about 4 minutes of it. I was like, fuck it. But I'm gonna go to bed. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch you all. I love you all. Thanks for having on. Tex, of course. Yeah, Mindset is unhinged. He's funny though. Sometimes. But yeah. Raven, yeah, it's 32 here in PA, and this fucking sucks. I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Night, Navy Tex. Bye guys.